think we are live. Hello?
Check.
Okay, we are good to go. All right. So we are just gonna continue the glossary and keep covering the holes in our fundamentals that we feel like we need to go over once more and dig deeper into some concepts in the OpenUSD documentation. And other than that, doing the quiz. Gonna do 40 questions today, I guess. Some more questions. And yeah. So let's start with the quiz at 12:30 so that we can end the stream by 1:15 or 1:30, I
Mm-hmm.
guess.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get started on asset info, asset resolution. Okay, we are on asset resolution. Cool. We did do asset info, right? Or we did not?
I think we did.
Yeah, we did. Metadata, yeah. Also today I was going through that video, second video in that playlist, and there was one question that was pretty interesting that I got right. But do you know what tentillations are?
No, I don't remember. Tentillation I heard, but I do not recall them right now.
It was in this question. Let me show you. Yeah, in this girl's video. No, this was very easy. Yeah, tessellation, my bad.
Oh,
Subdivision surface data for time tessellation.
tessellation. Yeah, this is the place. I think I do not recall it, but what is tessellation?
So she was asking over here to implement the reference and payload pattern, which element should be authored in the reference layer above the payload boundary. So I have two questions over here. I got the answer correct, by the way. Like it's A and C. It's variant set definitions that control asset configuration, and it's asset metadata such as kind and asset info.
Mm-hmm.
So both of these will belong in the reference layer. But the thing is, I don't know what payload boundary is exactly and what time tessellation is, render time tessellation. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT over here.
Mm-hmm.
ChatGPT, Mr. Altman, Vishwaguru. Damn, where's ChatGPT? I'm just gonna put प्यार नहीं हुंदा दिल नू
Desolation beach.
Render time distillation. That was the thing, right? Render time distillation. Yes. Tessellation. Double S. E. Reference layer is equal to lightweight asset interface. What is payload boundary? Reference layer is lightweight asset interface. A and C belong in the reference layer above the payload boundary. The clean idea is reference layer is equal to lightweight asset interface. What exactly is asset interface? Heavy asset contents. I know payload layer is heavy asset content. Yeah, also this was one of the things that I wanted to clarify. What exactly is asset interface? I think we did read it somewhere,
Yes, we
but
did
I don't
that. I
remember.
was trying to recall. So, yeah, what was asset info and then asset resolver? And
Okay, here, what is asset interface? Each asset designed to be opened as stage, yes, or added to a scene through referencing has a root layer that serves as its foundation. This root layer, known as asset interface layer, is structured to the primary means of interacting with the asset. Okay. Default prim is equal to my asset, def my asset, and then okay, most assets are organized around one or more defined entry point prims. Each entry point acts as an interface for downstream users of the compose stage, providing a clear indication of which prim are intended to be the targets of references. Hmm. Yeah, 1 minute. I need to stretch my back. My back is hurting. Fuck. I ate a body shot in my back. Really bad body shot. It's hurting me. All right. So asset interface, root layer, front door of a 3D asset. Modify an asset without needing to understand its messy internal structure. Okay, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, if the combination of all the assets, all the layers, like sub layers and the root layer, together is also called an asset, right?
Together.
Like if this is the root layer
Uh-huh.
and this is the sub layers,
Uh-huh.
right? And this is the geometry USD or whatever. Like this is also a different layer.
Uh-huh.
So, like all this combined is called one asset.
Can be called one asset,
Yeah, can be called one asset.
but it's not necessary that. It depends from which point are you looking at. Let's say you're trying to import this into a bigger file or code base, then
Then it's an asset.
it's an asset. But if you are looking at from the standpoint view of a root layer in the asset, then it's not an asset. It's a normal file. I would say.
Okay, and okay. Uh, Also, I had one suggestion for this platform that we have,
Mhm.
which we are using
But
to
you
stream.
also have access to the repo as well.
What is the name of this repo?
Okay, if you are not willing to open the GitHub, then I cannot do anything, brother. You already have access
Brother.
to a lot of things.
Okay.
You do not.
What is it called?
Stream, type stream. Is it
How
called?
do I find the ones that are my shared?
Secure stream, secure studio stream. That's what it is called.
Yeah, I found it. Okay. I'll make an issue right now before I forget. Do you get it? What I'm trying to do?
You do it. Don't tell me to do it. You do that thing. You also have cloud code, right? I'm not. I won't be touching it. Do whatever you want, brother. Do it. Create a feature, and then we will merge it. I'm not gonna do that. That's why you have the access.
Brother, parallelism, you
No,
only
no,
say.
no. I'm not doing. I have other shit on my. hand. You do. You open cloud code, and you can start doing the work, and then we create a PR.
I see. All right, I created it. I will work on it when I get time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's pretty interesting. You should at least read it.
No, I won't. That's
All right, brother.
I won't. I do not want to spend more time on this one. I do not have enough tokens left. The
I see,
tokens are
brother.
really expensive now.
Assets are usually organized around one or more entry points. These act as clear targets that tell downstream users exactly which part of the asset are meant to be interacted with or referenced into their own scenes. Typically, a single main entry point is defined using a piece of metadata and called default prim on the root layer. Yes, stable subcomponents. Asset interfaces also include specific inner parts of the asset like material. All right. So reference layer, lightweight asset interface. What is a payload boundary? A payload boundary. Brother, do you use Cloud Code for your office work as well?
No, brother. We got GitHub Copilot.
Then why are your tokens not
I'm doing other stuff as well, brother. I am doing other stuff as well,
like?
like drugs. I use Cloud Code to create drug molecules.
Yes, it contains. Is the point in the prim hierarchy where USDs? For its set.usda, lightweight reference rack interface layer. Here, forest set is the pre payload boundary. Bro, what is payload boundary?
I don't know.
Oh, forest set prepend payload. Kind is equal to assembly. Asset info string name, forest set, and then prepend payload is forest set payload. But what is slash forest set over here?
Hmm?
What is slash forest set over here?
The X form.
But how is that
How many
a
X form
payload?
do you, how many X form do you see?
But
How many X
no,
form?
that is but that is fine.
Hmm.
But how is that payload boundary if the payload is actually in forest set payload.usd?
To that
So
reference
it's
file.
a
To that reference file. That is a payload boundary. That's what it
what?
is over there.
Because the payload is attached here. So you mean whatever prim inside whatever prim the payload is attached becomes the payload boundary.
Yes. That's what it says over here, technically. Yeah, yeah, that's what it means. Like for asset interface, the
Mm-hmm.
interface becomes the whole thing, right? Where you're getting referenced. So for a prim, that becomes a payload boundary. Like for any other file that is trying to reference this prim will become a payload boundary because that prim won't be looking at it, and that payload is gonna get loaded or unloaded via that prim. So it won't matter to other files if that thing is. So it's kind of an abstraction, I would say. So that's what it is saying over. That's saying over here that if you have an abstracted, if you're creating an abstraction using composition arc in a prim, and then you're trying to reference the prim somewhere else, to that prim or to that root file that you are referencing this xform, this will be the payload boundary. Why? Because you are referencing this file as a payload somewhere else, and it's like an hierarchy. So you are referencing, you are creating a file, and you are mentioning a payload inside it, and then you are mentioning the whole prim or whole xform
Mm-hmm.
somewhere else as a payload. So for
Mm-hmm.
that file, it becomes a payload boundary technically.
Mm-hmm. I see. So slash forest set can still exist in the stage even when the payload is unloaded, but the heavy stuff inside the payload may not be loaded yet. So, mm-hmm. Def X form forest set. Uh, kind assembly asset in the string name forest set prepend payload. I see. So forest set payload boundary. Kind assembly lightweight metadata always useful. Asset info variant set controls configuration. Lightweight metadata always useful. Payload content below here. Heavy content loadable. Unloadable. 3001 high res mesh. Okay, heavy content here, loadable, unloadable. Payload content below here. Okay, so the above payload boundary means data that should remain available when the heavy payload is not loaded. Oh, data that needs to be available, that should be available when the boundary is not loaded. When the heavy payload is not loaded, sorry. Variant set definitions that controls asset info. Variant should often live above the payload boundary because they are part of their asset interface. Okay, so variant always lives above the payload boundary. So prepend variant set season summer prepend payload. So above the payload boundary, what? How is this above the payload boundary if this is the payload boundary?
Variant should live.
Above the payload boundary because they are part of the asset interface. And this is the payload boundary, right? For a set.
But,
Because this is the prim in which
but
the
according to that variant set, you have a variant set as a season, and when you change the payload, like look at the payload that you have now. So there are new boundaries that are being set now inside it. So for
so this is the boundary or this is the boundary?
boundary is that,
This.
yes, no, so like it's like the bound. So what is boundary? Boundary is something that you cannot change, right? So you can do changes in the forest set. But for
Mm-hmm.
this thing, the payload boundary becomes that file, prepend payload, because you cannot change
Mm-hmm.
anything after that. So that is a payload boundary over here. But if you look
Mm-hmm.
on a higher level, the forest set is a payload boundary technically from that level. So it's all
Mm-hmm.
relative. Like from which file are you looking at?
Mm-hmm. Summer forest, winter forest, lowest forest. Helps you with clean pipeline tools understand what the asset is. Okay. Okay, I sort of get it. Oh, but it didn't answer the fucking answer, bro. Render time tessellation, sorry.
Hmm.
What the oh, what is, yeah, it's over here. Tessellation means taking a smooth subdivision surface and breaking it into many smaller polygons. A simple cube like low res surface, big coarse faces gets converted in render time into many tiny faces so it looks smoother. Uh-huh. Token subdivision scheme, Atmel Clark. This mesh is a subdivision surface when rendering smoothed by subdividing it into more polygons. Hmm. Final exam logic. Payload boundary, the primware payloaded heavy content starts. Below it can be unloaded. Above the boundary should contain lightweight interface. So this statement reference layer above the boundary should contain lightweight interface. Reference layer above the boundary should contain lightweight interface data like variants, kind, and asset info. Lightweight, okay. Payload layer should contain heavy geometry, high-res meshes and render detailed data like subdivision and tessellation. I see. Taking a smooth subdivision surface and breaking it into many smaller polygons. Got it, got it. All right. Okay, we can go to the next one. Asset resolution. Oh wait, did we asset info is the metadata dictionary? Yes, we did. The asset resolution is the process of translating an asset path into actual location of consumable resource. USD provides a plugin called AR Resolver that you can customize to resolve assets using your own logic. AR Resolver. I see. Asset resolution. AR Resolver. USD plugin. Bro, can you check if we have Houdini available for Mac?
No, like we do
We
not.
don't.
We don't.
Yeah, did you check already?
Yeah, bro, we did. We did check when we were trying to do earlier work. That's why we went to what was it called? Though
USD view.
no, for the servers, remote servers, VPA.
VPS.
Yes.
Oh, there is a Houdini for
Dude,
fuck
it
you,
was,
bro. There is.
do for sure, bro. Do it.
What is the issue? Tell me.
No, do it. Then I will tell you the issue. First, you go spend 4 to 8 hours, and then we will talk.
Did you already spend 4 to 8 hours?
I don't, bro. I don't. I'm not that dumb. Because I know it won't work because of the architecture, brother. Architecture. It's not MLX. It's CUDA.
It's saying Houdini is fully supported on macOS,
Legacy one, not the one that we have that NVIDIA provides.
featuring native builds for Apple Silicon M as well as legacy support for Intel Macs.
I tried it. Never worked for me.
You tried it.
Yeah, like at least on the site, it says that.
Because the girl was using Houdini in her explanation videos, and it looked like it had much more.
But
Like we will have much
that
more
is not
control.
for today, brother. Houdini is not
Not for
what they
today.
ask. It is not a thing that they want to ask.
I know that.
So
Now we need to start making projects after the
why
certification.
do we need to waste our time right now then?
Okay, you are because we might need to like the actual contribution that we can do in OpenUSD
Uh-huh.
is why I'm making plugins
Uh-huh.
and like publishing those plugins for other developers. That is patent worthy thing as well. I was looking into it.
Uh-huh.
And it's counted as open source contribution as well.
Uh-huh.
And it's pretty easy to make plugins. It's not very complicated.
Uh-huh.
That's what the girl was saying in that video.
Uh-huh.
Because she made a plugin over here. I'll show you in that video. Over here, this part.
Uh-huh.
So she made this part variant thing, like a variant set viewer. So what this does is for like she was explaining the concept of variant set over here.
Uh-huh.
So what she was doing is this is like the seat has different textures. So she wants to quickly view how both of these textures look like.
Mm-hmm.
So she said that she created this plugin
Mm-hmm.
in Houdini
Mm-hmm.
to look at how different these two textures are.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you. Yeah, like this over here.
Mm-hmm.
You see these two seeds.
No, it's not rendering.
This. You see? Houdini.
Mm.
So she created this plugin on her own. It's
Yeah,
called
it's patentable if you believe on it. That's what I would say.
what?
If you ask AI, everything is patentable for sure. That's what
I see.
other people's also thought.
What are you talking about?
Everything is patentable, brother. If you believe in yourself.
Variant Manager by Avocado. This is the thing plugin that she created. I think her username is Avocado.
Mm.
So not patentable, but at least it's a contribution, like open source contribution, which can be used in the future. For
Mm-hmm.
Stanford Business School. Okay, AR resolver that you can customize to resolve assets during your own using your own logic. If no custom resolver is available, USD uses a default resolver that searches for assets using configurable search paths. Hmm. AR asset resolution library is responsible for querying, reading, and writing asset data. It provides several interfaces that allow USD to access an asset without knowing how that asset is physically stored. AR ships with implementations based on traditional file system. However, users can provide custom implementations to integrate their own asset storage system and behavior with USD. For example, a user might have an asset system that stores assets in a database and uses special identifiers to address those assets. Hmm. So, do you know what is an AI resolver?
Yeah, so dude, we have read Asset Resolver. I think this is the third time we are reading Asset Resolver.
Bro, I am reading it for the first time.
Dude,
What are you
okay,
talking
fuck
about?
you. Go to the stream. Go on to the stream.
What? Where did we read about acid?
Yesterday we
Just
did.
seen this. We have just seen this in the question, bro.
So we did no, bro. We did went through the asset resolver. You went and asked ChatGPT and Perplexity for a lot of examples and all those things.
AI is over.
Yes, brother. We have also went through AI resolver as well. Asset resolver, dude. This is the third time we are reading it.
AR resolve. Okay, explain me what
Yesterday
is AR
also we
resolver
also
then.
looked into how a asset gets resolved and everything, brother. So you are
No, we did not. We did
okay,
not.
do it now. I'm not saying anything. Do it. I'm just listening.
Okay, what is if you know about AR resolver, how is it used? How do we use AR resolver
We
then?
are not using it. We do not use asset resolver. OpenUSD by default resolves your asset in the background using asset resolver. Whenever you define,
AR resolver.
yes, we
You are
never.
saying acid resolver, but this is AR resolver.
That is asset resolver. That's what it is used for. Resolving assets in the background.
Okay, this I know. The AR resolver.
Like if you want to go deep, deep, to go deep. Like you are going very deep.
The AR resolver interface, which clients can implement to resolve assets discovered in a USD scene using whatever logic and external inputs they require. This plugin also lets client provide USD with an asset's data without fetching data to disk. Also lets client provide USD with an asset's data without fetching the data to the disk. Okay. If no asset resolver plugin is available, USD falls back to default resolver implementation that uses search paths to locate asset references via relative paths. See the examples for it. I know that. AR resolver class reference interface for asset resolution system. Okay, include resolver H, AR resolver. Oh. So AR resolver is just the plugin and asset resolution is the intent.
Yes. We do not use AR resolver at any point in OpenUSD. It is a background thing.
Okay. Oh, okay. This will allow the user to use those identifiers or references payload on sublayer composition arcs and other places through USD. I see. So, okay, so we can basically customize the AR resolver to use it with a database as well. And
Yeah.
we can store our data inside the database and then we can create a custom implementation of AR resolver to use that data.
Wait.
I see.
I'm gonna open the exam guide and then if it's over there, then only I will focus on it. Otherwise, not.
I think I had the exam guide.
The exam guide, OpenUSD exam guide. But there are a lot of things that exam guide is saying that you do not have to do it for the exam.
Bro, I'm just trying to get like a, in-depth view because we
Well, you do not have
ultimately need to.
you do not have time for the in-depth view. I would just
Bro,
say.
we have already completed the Learn OpenUSD. Why do we not have time? We have like 15 more days.
Yeah, but I don't want to
We are
spend
already doing the questions
on
also. What
things
what else do you want to
that they
do?
are not gonna ask. That's what I'm. That's my only concern. Okay, you think that
My thing is, I don't want to come back to this again and again.
you
Okay, look
okay?
at
Why are
this.
you making
Look at this. Look
okay?
at this. Look at this.
That's asset resolution. That's not AR resolution. That's asset resolution over there.
API docs. Okay. What is this?
Okay.
AR resolver over here. All right. This is the same page that I have opened over here.
Wow.
Bitch ass. I'm reading the same
No,
page
it's in
that they
black.
have fucking linked.
It's in black, brother. It's in black.
Fucking bitch. Okay. Here you go, brother. For you.
Yes.
So that it's same, right?
No, it's same.
Bitch ass motherfucker.
So
Same link, bro. Same link.
if you do not want to recall anything, then why are you making notes? You know, why are you visiting your notes? If you think that you do not want to
I
come.
don't wanna bro, stop fucking twisting the words. I said I don't wanna revisit this thing again and again so that I am clear in one go.
My God.
That's what I meant.
Oh my God.
Don't start twisting my fucking words. I can play with my words
Oh,
a lot.
I see. Play. I'm watching. Play.
Play. Yeah. Now what, brother? They're linking this to this
Asset
exact link.
resolution, API docs.
Yeah.
But what is
Yeah.
all
I
in all
know.
AR resolution? Was
Six
I wrong?
percent. Six
What? So
percent.
I think 6% weightage means they will be basically asking what is asset resolution and where is it used and how
I
do
would love it if you get 55 questions right, and the one question you get wrong for the certification is on asset
yes,
resolution.
definitely.
And the question
I'm
should be
also waiting.
what AR resolver, blah, blah, blah question, and then you get it wrong, and
Yes,
then it will, I will have my sweet
yes,
revenge.
brother, do it. I'm also waiting.
Okay. So this would allow the user to use those identifiers. Okay. AR resolver is the central interface for asset operations in AR clients. Oh, in AR, sorry. Clients can implement subclasses of this interface to customize behavior for their asset system. AR resolver is a central interface for asset operation. Implement subclasses of this interface to customize behaviors. Are we getting any views at all? Oh, one view, one viewer. Hello. AR manages a set of AR resolver subclasses. Hmm. For handling different asset paths. Subclasses for handling different asset paths, which are described below. These subclasses are discovered and instantiated via plugin system and managed internally by AR. Instead of using these subclasses directly, clients just use a single resolver that is accessed by calling AR get resolver. When methods are called on this resolver, AR will determine the appropriate subclass for handling and given input paths and forward the call to that subclass. Hmm.
My God, there would be a question that I won't be able to solve. Lord, please. I will then use the option of elimination to get that question right because that's what I have been preparing for myself. Option of elimination. I'm just awaiting for that question. Then I will use my
Uh,
superpowers and I would get it correct. Come on.
keep talking, bro. Keep talking. Sit around and smell your own farts.
For sure, brother, for sure, for sure.
Asset path resolution. One AR resolver's primary responsibility is to resolve input asset by determining if an asset exists in a given path or and if so returning resolve path that may be used by other AR resolver API and other parts of the system that is done via calls to asset resolver resolve. This process allows AR resolver subclasses to apply custom logic to determine the actual asset that a logical asset path refers to. For example, for system-based AR default resolver implements such path logic in its asset path resolution. When AR default resolver is given a relative file system asset path to resolve like foo bar buzz USD, it will look at that file relative to the current working directory, then relative to a set of search paths. Once it finds an existing file, it will return the absolute path to that file as a resolved path. For more details, see path resolution resolver context is an object that stores configuration. For example, AR resolver context object AR default resolver context that contains a set of search paths for using resolution that depends prepend AR default resolvers list of global search paths. A client might use this to set up stages that look in different locations for asset. AR default resolver set default search path. AR default resolver context short at ACTX. USD stage ref PTR short A. AR default resolver context short BCTX short B assets. Okay, what is it doing over here? Configure set the default search path that will be used during asset resolution. Oh, I think this can be a question. AR default resolver set default search path. Configure AR default resolver's global search paths. So this can be a question, I guess. And then AR default resolver context. Resolver context object that specifies a search part to use during asset resolution. I see. So create a resolver context with additional search paths and use it for opening the USD stage for short a.usd. And if short a.usd contains an asset path like foobarbuzz.usd, AR default resolver will search for this file at current working directory foobarbuzz.usd. Short a assets foobarbuzz.usd, global assets foobarbuzz.usd. Hmm. Create a resolver context with an additional search path. Okay. Bro, I'm fucking fed up, bro. These fucking motherfuckers are keep screaming, bro. Like, why the fuck? Fucking jobless motherfuckers. निकल तू अग बढ़ के Okay, did you understand this? Are you looking at this or no? Brother, brother, are you listening or not? Are you fucking deaf or what? Yo, where are you, bro? See you? You're not in the thing. You left. I still don't see you. But why am I not able to see your thing? Admit. Yeah, I can admit you, but I don't see your thing to add it to the layout. Oh, now yeah, yeah. Can you hear me now?
Loud
But
and
I can't hear you.
loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, I was asking, can you, so do you understand this now?
No,
I
brother.
think this will be the question. This or like one of these three.
First of all, dude, that's C++. plus plus.
But I think this might be in Python as well. No?
No, brother. That's what I've been telling you. There won't be a question regarding any programming. There would be only questions regarding USDA.
Okay, but we still know now that AI resolver can be used to customize the usage of references and your data
How?
by hooking them up to your database. Dumbass, that's what I was reading over
No,
here.
I know that, but how would you do it in Python? That is the most important question over here.
You only told me that they are not gonna ask programming,
So
they are only gonna use.
then what is the use case for that?
What use case for that? I just told you the use case that we can make our customization
My God,
to integrate it with our database. And I think this is the kind of thing that we might have to use for that InstruX pipeline.
I see. So that was the only thing that you got from the whole thing, that we can only use it
I
for.
also got this. I also got this that in C++, you can use these three functions to basically set a default search path for AR. So AR default is always global, search path is slash global slash
Using
assets. So
that,
we
you
can
will
use
remember this
this.
and you will code this out.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You won't use any AI tools.
No, never.
I see.
AI? Huh.
I
AI? What is that?
I think then you will definitely lack.
Fuck is that? Okay. I think we can. It is important to note that any information in the resolver context that is used during path resolution should be factored into the resulting resolved path.
Uh,
Hmm. This is because resolved path may be passed downstream clients or external libraries that will not or cannot have a context object bound. When resolved path is used to open an asset, put another way, a resolved path should be usable by downstream clients that do not have resolver context bound. Okay. Include all context used in resolution in final paths or resolved path still works even without context, even without that context. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, निकले तो आग बढ़ गई. All right. What else is in the exam guide related to this?
I think plugin registries is the next, and this is kind extension as well.
Oh, it was in the same thing, bro. Plugin registry reference. This is what I opened in this as well.
Oh my God.
Oh no, not this. I guess. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Asset Resolver USD provides plugin. You can customize to resolve asset using your own logic, external databases, or version control systems. If no custom resolver is available, USD uses a default resolver that searches for assets during configurable search paths. Attribute. An attribute is a property that holds type data values that we already know that can vary over time or have single default value. Attributes are the most common properties in USD and support various data types like float type matrix. They can store both static default and time varying values. via time samples or spleens with value resolution following strongest wins rules, when the strongest wins fact determines the final value. Okay, further reading. Yeah, we have already done this. Attribute block. What is attribute block?
That I don't know.
An attribute block prevents an attribute from having any value by blocking all opinions from weaker layers. I see. Authoring none with at USD attribute block creates a block that prevents weaker layers from contributing values, though stronger layers can still override the block itself. You can block entire attributes or specific samples and spleen segments to precisely control which value are blocked over time, also known as value block. I see. What is value resolution? Attribute block. Hmm. Default ball blocks the radius. Reference from big ball. What? Similar to how prim can be deactivated through composing override opinions. The value that can attribute produces that an attribute produces can be blocked. Oh, it's already 12:04. Damn. We've been streaming for 1 hour?
I don't remember, brother.
That was quick. 1 hour 12 minutes. That was fucking quick. Damn, bro.
Bro, I think I would have to pull in the big guns and call the Lord and just
For what?
for the complete glossary.
We already have that complete glossary.
No, but all the type of questions for each and every topic individually. That's what I'm gonna do probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
What are all the possibilities that could exist? Basically, we have glossary, but what are the possible type of questions that they might ask, and that will help me eliminate all the wrong ones.
I see. May have attribute block. So this attribute block shit is
It's not, I think, necessary to have an attribute block, but it would be like if you do not want to pass an attribute to any other prim or something like that. That's where we use attribute block, I would assume.
so this is attribute block. Like, but I don't see this is like the normal prim. Like over here it's saying default block blocks the radius values reference from big ball. Like we are referencing from big ball and then we have double radius equal to none.
So this is an attribute block. You remember fallback value.
Yeah, fallback value what? What fallback value?
So you have fallback value that is in the big ball. If
Yeah,
you,
it's
if you
100.
if you put double radius equal to none, it's gonna block the attribute to the upstream tree that is gonna call the default ball.
Mm-hmm.
So if they call a radius dot time samples or radius, it's not gonna allow it to proceed and it will respond back that there is no attribute value defined. So that's what
Mm-hmm.
attribute blocking here is.
Okay, similarly to how prims can be deactivated through composing override opinions, the value can be attribute produce the value that an attribute produces can be blocked by an overriding opinion of none. Oh. So this can be a question, I think. They can give us this code and then they can sneakily provide double radius equal to none over here. And then they'll provide a reference and then they'll give the big ball dot USD
Mm-hmm.
dot USDA and there will be some value in the big ball thing
Mm-hmm.
like this and then dumb motherfuckers like us will pick this value in the option,
Yeah, that's why
whereas the answer would be 100.
I want Cloud Code to create all the possible questions for each and every glossary item.
Mm.
But
I
that
think, bro, that is only possible if you use Fable. Otherwise, if you use Sonnet or Opus, I don't think it will do a good job.
I would put a cron job that runs in the night. Like anyways,
With Opus,
no, with Fable only. But it would be like I'm not using Cloud Code all the time. Like where when the limits at the point where I'm not using it.
hmm
Big guns.
hmm I see.
Big M fucking guns. Cannons.
Have you used Ultra Plan?
No, bro. I never move. I don't like the web UI. That's why I do not move from.
No, but does that help more? I think it
I don't know.
does.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm usually over at my terminal, so I do.
Mm.
I would never go to Cloud Ultra Plan on the web interface. There's,
Mm.
so I don't have no idea because I would guess it's like same thing only.
Mm-hmm.
That it's just beautified that okay you might be able to have a better visualization on all those things, but it's I think similar. Ultra plan is like okay you're just planning, but over here if you use Cloud Code, it will also start executing things when you approve of plan.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't used it. That's what I would say.
Bro, I'm working with these finance people,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so frustrating, bro. They just fucking start showing me so much stuff.
Uh-huh.
How do they fucking expect me? That's why I switched to Google Notes today, like Google Meet for Gemini to take notes.
Mm.
I was bro frustrated. They're like showing me 3 million fucking things at one time. PeopleSoft, Zoho Books, invoicing, Ironclad, and they're like, "Oh, we need to get this from this. We need to download this from this, and we have to put this in this, and we have to push this ledger in this." I'm like, bro, I'm a software developer. I don't give a fuck, and I don't understand what the fuck you guys are doing. I don't know. I have to share the CSV tomorrow with them for the reconciliation, and they're gonna tell me if that is correct or not.
I see.
I might have to work tomorrow. Attribute block, okay. Double read is equal to none. Example. Attribute produces can be blocked by an overriding opinion of none. Which can be authored using USD attribute block. So this is also C++.
Yes, brother. Colon colon.
Hmm. I need to learn C++. A block itself can, of course, be overridden by an even stronger opinion. Hmm. can of course be overridden by an even stronger opinion. The following example. What does this mean? A block itself can of course be overridden by an even stronger opinion. The following example extends the previous attribute example, adding default ball prim that blocks the value of radius it references from big ball, causing radius's value to resolve back to its default. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that this is the default one. Oh, also wait. Oh, references big ball. Also, can the reference be in the same USDA file as well, right?
Yes, definitely, brother. Reference can be in the same USD file as well. That's how you're gonna reference. If you do not use that, then you can use the at the rate delimiters to reference the file into the asset.
Like a different file.
Yeah, yeah, whatever file it exists, maybe.
So now default ball is referencing big ball, which is over here.
Mm-hmm.
So the default radius over here is 100,
Yes.
and the double radius over here is none. So this is blocked, and that has gone back to 100.
That won't go back to 100. It won't allow the attribute to
So
pass
it
on.
would.
It won't
Oh, okay.
allow the attributes to pass on. So it's that attribute
Hmm.
is isolated. Like the property of opinions is you can create fallback opinions. So you remember we had that road thing where we defined the speed of the road, and then the default value of the road was 40, and then we are defining the small street speed that was 20. Then we change the fallback opinions. The
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's you can refer to that in case your any other file is calling default ball and they're trying to get the opinions or get the radius in the default ball. It won't have any opinion. It will say none. But inside the file, they will have some kind of opinion, but they do not want to pass it on. Right? That's what attribute block is doing over here.
I see. Bro, be ready someday. We'll do stream, but along with stream, we will also do this live commentating.
Mm.
Freedom 250 UFC timing. A lot of money is on stake over here. What is PDT?
Pacific daytime.
EST. The main card begins at 8 p.m. Prelims start at 6. Expected around. Hmm. All the fights are banger over here, bro. All the fucking fights are banger.
PDT.
Oh my god, bro. Insanity. Let's see what's going on. And then Arman Sarukian, bro. He fucking placed $1 million on Justin Gaethje.
Oh my god.
Everybody is a gambling addict nowadays, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Let me fucking reply. I'll promote my.
AR resolver. AR resolver. Bitch ass resolver.
That's fucking illegal. Oh, you can't hear this shit. Damn.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fucking $1 million, bro. I thought I had a problem. So be ready around 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
EST. We will be starting a stream and we'll be watching it on stream live, just like we did NBA. I think that's a hack. Like it does not get flagged like that.
Yeah, that's what. Because if there are a lot of TV shows that have some kind
Mm-hmm.
of like they might have a larger screen or they might be zoomed in because you're not
Mm-hmm.
basically showcasing the whole content or you're not trying to
Mm-hmm.
make money out of it. That's
Mm-hmm.
they do it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So attribute block. Okay. Any blocked attribute that has no fallback will report that it has no value when we invoke USD attribute.get. Uh-huh. In addition to completely blocking an attribute's value, subtime ranges can be separately blocked by blocking individual time samples. Consider the following examples.
Yeah.
Example one. What?
Like yes, that's what. That's also one of the property that you can also block individually, right?
Okay. In addition to completely blocking an attribute's value, subtime ranges can be separately blocked. So by blocking individual time samples, I see. So double radius dot time samples is at 101 the radius is 12 and at 102 the radius is none. So the none means that it will go back to the default one. Is that what it means?
None means it won't. It will just say we do not have any value. That's what.
So USD attribute dot get will return 12 for USD time code T in minus infinity to 102 and then USD will return none for USD time code in T is 102 to infinity. Wow.
Like the infinity range, right?
I see. Oh, like in sets, minus infinity to
Yes.
infinity. I
Yeah.
see. Mm-hmm. The def sphere, big ball, double radius dot time sample, 101 none, 102 12. For the attribute radius on big ball, USD attribute dot get t will return none for USD dot time code t in minus infinity to 102. Note that the per time sample docking ability does not allow us to sparsely override time samples. That is, in the following example, def sphere big ball, double radius dot time samples. Per time sample blocking ability does not allow us to sparsely override time samples. Okay. So what is it saying? Is this valid or
No,
invalid?
it's not.
What?
It's not, it's invalid. You remember time samples? We have to define double radius of time sample. We have to define 101 and 102 as well. Then only
Hmm.
it will work, otherwise it won't work. So sparsely means picking up individual ones.
So over here, the reference will work.
Yes. The reference will
Like
work,
for
but it's gonna break. It's gonna break it. I would say like there would be an error. I'm gonna say.
no, see what are they saying? USD attribute dot get t will return none for USD dot time code t in minus infinity to infinity. Attribute blocks can also be used to block. So like it's gonna be none for if it's none for 101,
It's gonna be
then
none.
it's also gonna be none for 102 as well.
Yes, that's what they are saying. You cannot do it.
I
You cannot
see.
do it one at a time. You have if you're trying to define it, you have to define 102, 103 each and every sequence that you're trying to block, each and every time code sample, because it's a kind of a range.
Hmm. Attribute blocks can also be used to block segments of spleen. Mhm. Hmm. Similar to blocking individual time samples. In the following example, we start blocking from the not at time code 30 not that non-interpolation mode to the not at time code 60. Hmm. 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 Invalid attribute. चर्चे तेरे पीछे खड़े हुए खर्चे पर्चे. All right, I pretty much understand what attribute block is. We didn't read attribute block anywhere else. I don't know why. It was in value resolution, but very briefly.
What attribute?
Block.
Yeah, attribute. That's why we have glossary. It's there, but it's not there. Like it's necessary, but it's not that important. Based on that's why they have kept in glossary.
I mean, then I think glossary is pretty important. Yeah, there was nothing like attribute block on value resolution as well. Change processing. I know this. We have read this.
What is it?
It's a mechanism when any edit happens on any layer or sublayer, and when the stage reindexes the affected prims in the same thread, potentially adding, removing, or modifying prims to maintain an accurate composed view. After processing changes, the stage notifies registered clients through the notification system so they can update themselves accordingly. So change processing is how stage automatically updates itself when or any of its contributing layers are edited.
Mm.
A class. What is a class? A class is a prim specifier that creates abstract prims meant to be composed onto other prims. Class prims are marked as abstract and skipped by default traversals. Yes, we know that. Making them ideal templates from which other prims can inherit shared properties and metadata. You typically use classes to define reusable configurations that multiple prim can inherit through the inherit composition arc. Classes can define or override metadata, properties, and nested prims. I see we have already learned this. We have already gone through this. And we can also take a look at some USD, OpenUSD documentation for this. So yeah, class ball, double radius. So okay. When we are inheriting a class, how do we inherit a class in USD?
Using inherit equal to
I
this.
know we use inherit, bro. Wow, wow.
So what I answered, so the way you asked me, like, okay, how do you?
Like inherit, prepend, inherit, or something like that.
Yeah,
What do we do?
prepend inherit or append inherit, whatever depends upon the way you want to inherit it. Right. So you can also inherit at the start of the list or at the end of the list. Right. But we are going to use the same delimiter, reference the class name that you want to inherit, and then it's going to inherit
Hmm,
basically.
I see. Okay. How many questions do you want to do today? 40?
How much time do you have? 40 will take a lot of time. I would just say that if you want to
I
do
mean, if we start right now, we can do 40.
in 40 in what time? It's going to take two. It's going to be 2 a.m. at least for sure.
No, I don't think so, bro. Because some questions we can do quickly.
Okay. Let's see. It's
So
going
do
to
you wanna, if we start at 1, we'll do 20. If we start right now, we'll do 30, 40.
So what I'm fine with both. I'm just saying you that it's gonna be two at least. I'm just assuming depending upon the phase we go. So if you want to do 40, yeah, that's fine. If I want to do 20, that's also fine.
Or do you wanna do more glossary and do 20 questions after one?
Uh, let's do 40 because then we would be able to cover most of the things.
Hmm. Because okay, we are till C in glossary now. Like
How
we've
big is the glossary?
glossary is pretty big. It is very big.
Yeah.
But the thing is in glossary, like most of the stuff we are gonna be easily reading through because like liver strength ordering, we don't have to go in depth anymore.
Uh-huh.
Load and load, we don't have to go. Metadata is very easy. Model is easy. Model hierarchy maybe a little bit. Then namespace, like all these things are like easy. So I'm not too worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like is a schema we already covered, is a schema and API schema in depth, so I'm not too worried about it. Interpolation, we already know what interpolation is.
Mm-hmm.
Instancing, we already covered in depth. So all these things are very high level. It's just like there are some terms in like attribute block we didn't know about that, so they take more time.
Mm. So like I'm fine with both. I can also do 40. I can also do 20. Like if you want to do start right now, we can do 40 as well. Nothing's gonna hurt.
Let's.
because like
Let's do 40 right now.
because the thing is in that it's like the weightage thing, so we might see other questions as well.
In what this quiz?
Yeah, it's a weighted quiz based on composition arc and the whole exam study guide.
I see. All right. I'll start with 22. Question 22.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting. A scene uses scene graph instancing for many identical prims
Mm-hmm.
that share one prototype. Mhm. And you need to add variety to a subset. Which refinement techniques cause OpenUSD to create a new prototype as a result of the edit? And do we need to choose more than one?
It's wait, go back. Wait, is the question?
Yeah, select three options.
Okay, select
Bro, it's like it's fucked.
what fucked. Oh, this.
And like, yeah, it's on the next page. Like the question is starting on the next page. So we have to select three options. It's content aggregation.
Come on, DGX Spark incoming. Let's go next one. Yes. So what is it? A scene uses scene graph instancing for many identical prims that share one prototype, and you need to add variety to a subset. Which refinement technique causes OpenUSD to create a new prototype? So you have already marked it as pink.
No, it was by mistake.
Create as a result of that, the instancing refinement by setting instance equal to default. Now, refinement using variable sets B. Broadcast
Yes, B.
refinement by authoring a new opinion on a shared inherit or a specialized target. New opinion, I don't know. D hierarchical refinement by authoring
Primware opinion on ancestor prim. A new prototype. Yes, I think D.
ad hoc arc by adding a new composition arc to instanceable prim on the layer. New composition arc. When we add a new composition arc, yes, we do define a new yes E A D E.
But is it three options?
Yes, three options, brother.
Oh, yes. Then it will be ad hoc refinements by adding a new composition arc to instanceable prim on local layer stack. But adding a new composition arc will create a new prototype. How?
What? You're
How
adding
will
a new composition arc. That means there will be a new instance created in the background, right? Remember? So whenever you
why?
create a new instance, whenever you define a new composition arc, it's gonna load a new prototype. Like each and every prototype is a different instance, I would say. So if you add, let's say, payload, it's going to be a different sub prototype. If you add a reference, it's going to be a different prototype. It is asking about composition arc. It's not asking about the same reference file, right? So when you're defining a new composition arc, it will
Mm-hmm.
definitely add a new instanceable prim. That's what I recall and what I remember.
Ad hoc arcs refinement by adding a new composition arc to the instanceable prim on the local layer stack. So instanceable prim is the one that is referencing the original prim. And if we add a new composition arc to the instanceable prim, like, okay, so that can be something like variant set as well.
Yes. So
So that is gonna create a new
yeah, if they
prototype.
would have said something else, then it wouldn't be necessary. But they have specifically defined a composition arc. So composition
Uh-huh.
arc could be anything. There we have like four types or five types of composition arc that we can do. It could be a layer as
Yes,
well,
okay.
right? So think it on a broader level. I would just say that.
Okay. Data modeling. A two-chord mesh has 6 points and two faces. A display color prim are authored vertex interpolation. How many color values must its array contain?
Oh yes,
6 points, two faces.
and it has with vertex interpolation. Wait, what was vertex interpolation? It was
The point, bro. It is
It
like
is a point.
gradient thing
I
on.
know, I know. It's not. It's a point, but it's like kind of a scalar thing or something like that. Because
I think answer is gonna be B.
no, it's not B. It's not B. Wait, it's not B. Let me think. Let me think.
0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, 2 face. How many colors do they have? Yeah, one per point. Yes, I'm gonna go with B. Tell me what's your answer.
Let me think a minute. Two faces, one per face. I will go with D. I will go with D. I think that makes more sense to me
All right.
because yeah,
It's vertex. I am telling you, it is vertex, not uniform.
yes,
I'm
yes.
on.
Let's see.
All right.
A
Yeah.
prim
Composition.
asset
Yeah.
using an inner cube as the source prim rather than the asset's root. Word prim. Okay, that reference an asset using inner cube as source prim. Inner cube as source prim. Okay, so the cube has a binding material to a material defined under the world. What is the result? Ooh.
The cube has a material binding to material defined under world. What is the result? References an asset using an inner cube. Inner cube as the source prim, and rather than the asset's root.
Okay.
World prim, the cube has a material binding to material defined under the
Under the
world.
world. Okay, okay. It's gonna be an encapsulation will work, and then we will have I know what. A both cube and material compose were no. The material composite were geometry. B. Wait, no. Wait. Do geometry. Cube as a material.
Wait.
What is it?
Both the cube.
What is it? I think it's gonna be D. A, B, C are eliminated.
Both cube and its material compose because relationship targets are repathed to follow their prim across the reference. But I don't understand. A prim references an asset using an inner cube as source prim. So inner cube is a different file, right?
Yes, but no.
And then
Inner cube is the same file. Is the same file. That's the catch over here. Reread the question again and again, and
an
imagine.
inner cube. Okay. Got it. It's like a def cube in the same file, but it's outside world. Rather than asset's root world prim, the cube has a material binding to a material defined. So when it is saying the cube has a material binding to a material defined under world, what is the result? Which it is the prim talking about the cube, or is this cube this cube?
Yes, that is the same cube.
This one.
Yes.
Okay, what is the result? Material composes, but geometry is dropped because relationship target takes precedence. Nothing composes to prim because the reference to source prim is not the cube's geometry composes, but the material binding is dropped with a warning because the bound material lies outside the scope of reference. Yeah, I think it's gonna be D.
Yeah. Reviewing this layer for a model hierarchy validity. The cube body is a leaf G prim. G body G. What was G prim? Geometric prim.
Geometry prim. That's what you told me. I don't know that for
I think
sure.
yeah, that was it. Like everything everywhere. I refer what is G prim.
Why cheating, bro?
Yeah, bro, I'm shooting right now. Let me shoot a bit. Okay. Now if tag kind equal to component, what would make this model hierarchy? Okay, okay.
Yes.
Leaving the body untagged because every descendant of a component must carry the subcomponent kind, leaving the body with kind component because a component is a leaf model that cannot appear beneath another component model. What's CD? Scroll down, bitch.
1 second, let me. What is reviewing this layer for model hierarchy validity? The cube body is a leaf G prim under a component.
No, tagging world with kind because
Oh, okay, okay, okay. This is what we did yesterday. Yes.
of a component model can may not carry the group
Which
sign.
prim, if tagged kind equal to component, would make this model hierarchy invalid. So this is group. Okay, assembly first, group second, component third, and then leaving body untagged because every descendant of component model must carry the subcomponent kind. That is true. Tagging body with kind component because a component is a leaf model that cannot appear beneath another component model.
Yes, B.
I think B
B.
might be the answer. Tagging component with kind equal to component because component models require an assembly parent rather than a group. No, tagging world with kind equal to group because the ancestor of component model may not carry group kind. That is incorrect. Yeah, B. So component. So this is what I was asking you yesterday, and you told me that it is possible that there can be component under a component.
No, 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 no. There cannot be a component under a component. That's what I've been saying you again and again.
But I asked you the same thing
But
yesterday.
it's
I remember.
regarding metadata, dude. It's regarding the metadata, how you define metadata, right? So if you even if you have that thing, it's not gonna break the system. But you cannot. So when a developer looks at this code, right? For him, he
Hmm.
needs to know what is the component, what is the leaf node, what is the thing that, and what is the thing that we should not traverse more, right? So
Hmm.
right now, if you do not, if you do not tag anything, then for this USD, the X form
Hmm.
is a leaf node. It won't traverse below that. It won't give you it won't give you any prim or anything that exists below that X form component. But as soon as you tag it, it will say there is another component that exists
Hmm.
together. So that's why D makes sense over here. If we if we go with A, leaving the body intact because every descendant of component model must carry the subcomponent kind. This is
Hmm.
completely incorrect. That's what I'm saying.
I
This
see.
thing is completely incorrect because you cannot put something as
Hmm.
subcomponent. That is incorrect based upon the rules that they have created for model kind.
Hmm.
So if you are going literally, like do not go that okay, you can put anything you want, but according
Hmm.
to the metadata rules and the model kind rules that they have created, this is what they're saying. Tagging body with kind component because component leaf is a model that cannot appear beneath another component model.
I see.
So when our developer reads it, it will say okay, there are two components that exist in all together.
Hmm.
But yeah, this is really a good question.
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm telling you, bro, Fable did a good job. Labbardo vaste. My room is really hot, bro.
Dude,
I
why?
don't have an AC.
You do not have an AC? Oh yeah, New York is anyways hot. So do you
Mm.
have heater?
Yeah, I do have a heater. Do have a heater. My bad.
Or heater like individual?
No, I mean it's in the living room, so it keeps. I don't even need a heater, bro, because my house is like inside. Like it's on the ground floor and it's in on the inner side of the building,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't need a heater. at all. I fucking called those guys to turn off my heater because it's like a building wide thing and
Oh,
we don't have individual control.
oh, I see.
And the AC is in the kitchen, in the living room. So I have to like open my door completely to get the AC, you know, like some cold air inside my room. It's like I'm living in India on cooler.
I see. Dude, India is really hot right now. It's like 47 or 48 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, I was trying to see the temperature.
India is like really hot, hot.
Holy, 88. 88 is not bad. 31. Holy shit. It was 31
Oh, and
today in
the
New
thing
York
is,
as
it's
well.
raining as well, so it gets humid as well.
38? What the fuck, bro? I will die at 38. I will literally die in 38. What the hell?
What the hell?
Temperature in November. Yes. It's gonna be around 22 degrees to 15 degrees. Indore is usually colder than the other cities in MP because I think Indore is on a plateau.
And to go in cooler seasons. I know, dude. How?
Yeah, Indore is on a plateau, you know.
Hmm? Yeah, Indore is on a plateau. I know. It's a bit. I think the elevation is pretty higher, and Bhopal is also on a plateau.
What is the spelling of plateau?
Plateau. Yes.
Yes, Malwa Plateau. Elevated plain. Being on an elevated plain there. It's also around 550 meters above sea level. Seating. Malwa Plateau. Fucking never seen this shit. Burhanpur is also on that plateau, right? Or no?
Burhanpur? No, bro. Burhanpur is down.
Over here. Is
Yeah.
this no? This
Yeah,
is
yeah. That's
Burhanpur.
Burhanpur.
That is Burhanpur.
Yes,
Why is the spelling different?
bro. I think it's a really old map.
I see. Malwa. Malwa Plateau. What? This is wrong, I guess. Malwa.
I think
Gondwana.
this naming
It's
is
like a very, yeah, this is like a
Marathas.
very
It's from
old.
Marathas, I would say.
Oh,
Yeah.
bruh. Vijayanagara. Damn. Whole Tamil Nadu and like all this South India was Vijayanagara.
Mhm.
Mahamandis. Gondwana.
Gondwana.
Bengal. Jaunpur. Jaunpur was like a state. Damn. And Delhi was like all of this. Delhi. Damn, bro. Chota Nagpur Plateau. What the hell? But you know, people are covering the fucking attacks on India by Pakistan. They are like covering in the Western media now,
Attacks on Pakistan or Pakistan attacks on India?
like the terrorist attacks on India. Like there is like influencers watching that Dhurandhar movie and then they are digging more into it about what happened because of Dhurandhar, apparently.
Ranveer Singh, dude, you know Ranveer Singh got a ban or something for
Yeah, I know. I think he
He's like, fuck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But anyways, okay. Question
For
two.
what? For what did he get a ban for?
So I think apparently, as so when the first movie Durandar first part was released,
Uh,
he had made some commitments to other studios such as YSJ Films and YSF Films and all those things for Dawn and other things. And now he said, no, I ain't gonna do those.
Ranveer Singh. But how can you ban Ranveer Singh after such a big super hit movie?
They are saying boycotting because he was obligated to a contract, and then they're like, fuck you. Dude, there is a lot of bullshit going on. Let's go back to the quiz. Fuck it.
Bruh. Bro, yeah, but I've heard like crazy shit about him as well.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do 26.
Alright. Which
Which
specifier is the weakest and requires the prim to already exist in a composed layer performing a non-destructive override rather than defining a new scene content over?
yes.
I, I think it should be over. Yes. A studio wants to attach arbitrary non-animated bookkeeping data, artist name, revision notes to prim without authoring a new schema. Which mechanism is intended for this metadata field? Store values in the custom data dictionary in a metadata field. I think that should be the one. Define a new type schema region.
Non-animated bookkeeping data to prim authoring a new schema. Which schema mechanism is? Why cannot be D?
You want to define a new typed schema for just artist name and revision notes.
Attach. Oh, it will attach to prim without authoring. Oh, it says without authoring a new schema. So yeah, definitely it's going to see. It says right over there. My bad.
Bruh.
USD Lux distance light is authored with only X form, rotate, XYZ, 4500 and no other transform before any transform is applied, along with local axis does Z
So plus Z or minus Z?
plus Z. I would go with plus.
But we have done a question where minus Z was the
Because
answer
that was
because
only
that
the
was the
minus.
only.
Because we only minus
I
Z was
know.
because
So I mean, plus Z is sure, right?
yeah, I would go with plus Z because in our note, the local note that we read over there, they would have mentioned about the negative axis as well.
Hmm. All right. Which statements about file format plugins, the OpenUSD unique integration mechanisms are accurate? They translate in one direction, reading from the source file format without writing USD edits back to it. File format plugins. USD unique integration mechanisms are accurate. They translate in one direction, reading from source file. A can be a right answer. They require the source file to be converted into a USDZ package before it can be composed onto stage. No, they bake the source data into static USD layer and import. So the source file is no longer consulted. Mhm. multiple. Select two options. They make the source data into a static USD layer at import, so the source file is no longer consulted. Okay.
They translate in one direction, but go back. Okay.
A stage can include a source format directly as a reference payload or sublayer. Translated on the fly as it is read, they can be bidirectional, both reading from and writing to source format, and can compose non-file for sources like databases, file format plugins. I don't think that can they can do that. I think it's gonna be A and C because none of the other options make any sense.
Which one are you saying?
A and C.
Which statement about file format plugins and OpenUSD unit integrations mechanism are accurate? Which statements about file format plugin and the OpenUSD unique integration mechanism are accurate? OpenUSD unique integration mechanism. Is it translate in one direction, reading from source? No, dude. They so for file format plugins, they are bi-directional. I would first say, but the translate one direction reading a source file format without writing USD.
They are bidirectional.
Yeah, yeah, bro. File you can also write back to them as well if you want. So that
Why would you want to change the file? Like if you get a OBJ file
if you
and you
want to, if you
wanna,
want to export back, let's say you have done your changes and you want to export it back to an OBJ file as well.
brother, we read somewhere that there is a middle or a copy created that so that the actual source file is never modified. We read this, I think.
Okay.
When you were doing the data exchange, we read that there is or like a copy that is created so that all the like editing is done over there so that the original source file is not tampered. So I don't think it is bidirectional.
Okay, B, they require source file to be converted into USD before it can be composed onto a stage.
I don't think that is required.
To take the source data into static USD layer at import. So the source, okay, C is correct. Let's go to what are the other options? I would go with E. I
They
would
can be bidirectional.
yes, I would go with E. I won't go with the single one.
Let me take a look at what the other option was. They translate in one direction. Now that I'm reading it, it sounds incorrect.
You can whatever works.
They translate in one direction, reading from the source file format without writing USD edits back to it. Okay, I'll stick with it. Fuck it. Content aggregation. Why is it discouraged to instance a leaf gprim? Example, a mesh. Uh, leaf gprim. Example, a mesh directly. And what is the workaround if you want gprim level instancing?
Or wait, why is it discouraged to instance a leaf frame example? And what is the program if you want to? Okay, why is it? because of the encapsulation shit. What is the workaround if you want G level G prints cannot reference around how many? Okay, one right. G prints can only instrument. Yeah. What is C instance premise duplicate the vertex data blah 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 D B.
Maybe instance one proton indices are authored on them and the index array to the mesh and references directly. I'm not able to understand the question actually. Why is it discouraged for instance? Okay, why is it discouraged to instance a leaf prim directly? And what is the workaround if you want a G prim level instancing? Add an X form parent over the G prim, the prototype. Then make instance reference the X form parent, not the mesh. X form parent with the prototype, then make instance reference the X form parent, not the mesh. Okay. Uh, the root prim of the instance prototype has no properties, making direct D. Hmm. I will go with D.
You're gonna go with D. Root proof for instance has no properties. Instance is pointless and add. Okay. Yeah. During asset review, a TD notices.
What is fucking happening? Bro, it scrolls fucking. And if I open it in two view, it doesn't. Wait. Yeah. During a USD prim range traversal, a tool reaches a prim named environment and wants to skip visiting all of its descendants without stopping the overall traversal. Which mechanism does this? Is the prim range traversal a tool reaches environment and want to skip visiting all of its descendants without stopping? Or unload, I guess.
Wait. Call travels or go back. I have to read the question again. During so total
Oh, I think it's A.
want to skip visiting of all its descendant without stopping the overall traversal. Which mechanism does this call from children at risk in the current from children? B. Go to the next.
Set the environment's prim active metadata to false to drop it from the range.
What else? So it's the iterator to pre and post mode to know. Yeah, it's gonna be A. Yeah.
But I think B also can be the answer because set the environment's prim active metadata to false. Oh, then it will not even go to environment. I think, yeah, I think it's A.
Hmm.
All right. Under USD per schema versioning, version 2 of the Spherelight schema is added.
How
How
is
is that version encoded and what version 0
name?
named? I think we have done this.
Uh,
Version 2 is schema version metadatum on the prim. Version 0 is the type name Spherelight with no.
version is zero named.
Version 2 is declared in the plugin info JSON
Version
0.
version 2 is a schema version metadatum on the prem. Version 0 is the type name. Wait, version use under schema version, version 2 schema is added. How that version is encoded and what version 0 is named. The schema version metadata on the prem. Version 2 is the type name. Version 2 is declared in the plugin input. Version 2 is the identifier.
That version encoded. What is the version 0 name?
Mm. This is a good one. I don't know. I would go with B. I would go with B. Oh wait, schema versioning.
Plugin for JSON version.
With metadata can we do metadata? Is a schema version metadata on the primary version zero is type name. But what is type names with no metadata authored?
Version 2 is a schema version metadata on the prim.
I think I would go with B. Yeah, I would go with B.
Version 0 is the type name spherelight with no metadata authored. Version 2 is declared in plugins. You want to go with B?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with B.
I'm going with A. I think A might be the right answer over here. What is C? Version 2 is the identifier spherelight. Yeah, I think A is the correct answer. Okay. You are importing geometry from an OBJ file into USD. The OBJ uses one global vertex list. Okay. Which set of actions correctly rebuilds the mesh for USD? We use the OBJ global vertex indices unchanged and set subdivision
It's the
scheme
same
to cat
question.
multiply. This
OBJ,
is not the same question.
but a similar type. You're importing OBJ to USD. OBJ uses one global vertex which set of action correctly.
That was extent and
Yeah, but
some word.
it's definitely asking for the same thing. Which set of actions correctly rebuilds the mesh for USD?
Oh, that's valid.
Mm. Which set of actions? Leave the subdivision scheme at no, reuse the grow vertex, rebuild the face vertex, rebuild per mesh, face vertex count, and face vertex set subdivision schema to none for none? What the hell? Reuse the OBJ global indices and change and set it into cat mul Clark. Oh, damn.
I think I just read this
Yeah,
somewhere.
I was also gonna go with B kind of a thing, but let's see. I'll leave the.
Reuse the OBJ global vertex indices unchanged and set subdivision scheme to Catmull Clark.
Yeah,
Where did I read this? I don't remember. I just read this somewhere, I think. It was an asset resolution, I think. No? I don't know. But my guess is gonna be B.
also gonna go with B. I don't have any other. We might be wrong.
Rebuild per mesh face vertex counts and face vertex indices set subdivision scheme to none for polygonal
Yeah. So
OBJ.
this last thing is kind of tricky. Like I'm not sure that that is correct and is that should be correct at any point because I don't know. Like mesh data is already polygonal, and why are we trying to do none? You wanna go with C?
I might go with C, yes. Mm, yes, I'm gonna go with C.
Okay.
Oh shit. Oh, this is so shitty. Mac preview OS. Alright. After referencing an asset, a material binding stops working and USD wants that a relationship target refers to a path outside the scope of the reference. After referencing an asset, a material binding stops working and USD wants that relationship target. What does that mean?
After
Material binding stops working
material binding stops working and USD wants that a relationship target refers to a path outside the scope of the
of
reference.
reference, ignoring what is the most likely route and fix unencapsulation. The bound material was not encapsulated under the reference program and the reauthor the assets or dependent prim such as material live under the default prim. Yes, see.
Yes.
I think it should be. I'm not even reading the other.
Wait, after referencing an asset, material binding stops working and usually that a relationship target refers to a path outside the scope of the reference. Okay. Ignoring what is the most likely root cause and fix. The mob was not encapsulated and under was not encapsulated, okay, and was reauthored and okay. Means, reauthor the assets so dependent prim such as the material lives under the default prim. Oh,
The reference map.
relation target, the reference maps, but the bound sits under a deactivated ancestor. No binding uses. Yeah, it's gonna be C. It's gonna be C.
A pipeline temporarily needs to suppress one layer's contribution to composed stage without deleting it from the layer stack. USB stage flatten mute layer.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. A developer authors display color with interpolation set to uniform on a two quad mesh with statement about primware interpolation mode in OpenUSD
USD.
are correct. Wait, what are the
Uh,
options?
this is
Constant.
a how many options?
Wait,
Select two.
assign single value to the whole prim. Constant interpolation assigns one value per face of the prim. Uniform assigns one value face of the okay into uniform assigns one value per point. Oh, interpolations are really weak. Vertex assigns one value per point of the mesh.
Uniform. Wait, uniform. Constant. Uniform. Constant interpolation value per face. Oh wait, it's not gonna be D. Interpolation assign the single. Yeah, I think it's A and B. Why the fuck are they screaming so much today? What the fuck is wrong with these people? What is your answer?
Go back. Let me just verify once. The developer authors display color primware with interpolation set to uniform on a two chord mesh which statement about prim interpolation modes in OpenUSD are correct. Okay, let's go. I won't go with A again. I don't know. Let's, yeah,
Okay,
next one.
I will go with it.
B is correct. Uniform assigns one value per face of the primitive. I would go with B and D.
B and D.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Yes.
When debugging why a composed prim or a property has an unexpected value,
Which
which statement about the prim stack and property stack are correct? Which
when debugging why a composed firm has an unexpected value?
bro, you told me that they're not gonna ask about the C plus plus.
Yeah, but our Fable doesn't know about that. Maybe.
Bro, it knows about that. It has the exam guide.
Okay, let me ask. Why are we asking? But they are not asking you for proper syntax. Like this, these are the things that they have written over there. Like what is
Yeah, so I was also reading the same
so get
thing.
property stack? Okay, it's gone. We have the same thing in get property over there as well. But let me ask him why do we have C plus plus?
But
questions.
I think, bro, I think they are gonna ask questions like
We
this.
have the same in glossary,
Don't change anything in there.
same in exam guide. Let me ask you, dude.
Bro, it's gonna hallucinate and it's gonna answer
Yeah,
you,
I'm just
oh, you are
asking
correct.
why. I'm just asking him for questions.
Yeah, but I'm telling you what it's gonna do. It's gonna be like, oh, that's a correct pushback on your end. I should
No,
go
no,
ahead
no, no, no.
and take the
Usually, no, no, no. Only that
modification.
it will give you a proper answer. Like I will push. I also push back from my side that okay, tell me the source. Where the fuck did you read it and all those things. Okay, why, when debugging, why a property has an unexpected value? Which statement about trim stack and property stack viewer should only be used for debugging, not for value resolution. Get trim stack returns only strongest trim spec rediscard. Oh, we have to property stack always contains correct time offset for animated value. Even I don't know. Prim stack and recommended high performance path for I don't know. USD prim stack returns the order list of prim specs across the layers that contribute to a prim's metadata. I don't know. So let's see. You should only use debugging, not for value resolution. That I'm not sure. The prim stack and property stack are recommended hyperpath. Let's say
Let's move on
I will go
about this.
with, I'm gonna still give it a try. I will go with D. I will go with D and A. I would go with D and A. Let's move.
The property stack always contains the correct time offset for animated value, even when layer offsets are present. I'm gonna go with C. And yeah, prim stack and property stack are recommended high performance paths for repeatedly resolving an attribute value. USD prim get prim stack returns the ordered list of prim specs across layer that contribute opinion to prim metadata. Mm, USD prim. I wanna go with CNE.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't know about this because during acid review or TD notices a G-prim deep in the hierarchy that has been tagged with the kind component. Why is this structural problem? Why is this a structural problem? It's not a structural problem.
Yprim deep in the hierarchy.
I think we have done this question somewhere.
Go down. Let's. Yeah, I know we have not done the question, but time belongs to. Technically, group should come above, but it's vice versa.
I think it's correct.
No, but well, let's look
The
it up.
kind met okay, wait. A G-prim tagged component signals the model hierarchy is too deep. Kind is read during composition for each member, so the hierarchy should say no. Kind values are inverted. Actually, model and number no. The kind metadata affects runtime traversal predicts rather than composition. So tag on mesh is harmless and can remain in place. The component kind belongs to XFOAM authoring on mesh leaves the model hierarchy without a valid mesh. I think B.
Yeah. point instancer places identical prototype, but each instance must show slightly different color reading or prototype shader. What is the common way to track the for instance variation? A
Well,
each one to prototype relationship, author unique material binding, author blah blah blah. A, I would go with A. Oh wait, we have inactive.
I'm gonna go with C.
I would go wait. Point is but each instance must show slightly different coloring read by prototype shader. What is the recommended way to track this? For instance, variation. Author and active IDs range on that map each instance to a color bucket.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with C. Definitely. I remember
Author
this.
a vertex interpolation prim where on point instancer. That prototype shader reads per instance. I would go with D. I would go with D. Let's see. I don't know. I haven't read C, so. Drop.
Yeah, because brother, you are doing parallel tasks while I'm reading on the screen
That's why
on
I have
screen.
the quiz. That's why I have the quiz, bitch.
What quiz?
That's why I have the quiz, bitch. A fable.
Uh, no, this is bro. We this you did yesterday. The fucking point instancer thing we have done like 4 or 5 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know. Okay, fuck it. Let's go.
USD point instancer scatters trees. Which set of properties is the minimum required for it to place instances? Geo, USD geom point instances scattered trees. Which set of properties is the minimum required for it to place instances? I see. So prototypes, orientation, and scales.
Circle prototype per color.
I feel like it should be A, but I don't know why they have added prototypes in that option. I think it should be A. Orientations and scales. ID velocities, proto indices don't make any sense.
Which set of property is minimum required for it to place instances? Positions, prototypes, proto indices. Which set of properties is the minimum required for it to place instances? Scatter trees. Uses geom point instances. Scatter trees. What are IDs? Wait, let me
I'm
double.
gonna go with A.
IDs are gonna be mappings and orientation and scales. Proto indices and positions.
But
Okay.
it can also be C
Yes.
because positions.
Yes.
And but prototypes, what is prototypes? Why does it need prototypes? Oh, okay. I think it's gonna be C. Yeah, I'm gonna go with C.
See, orientation and scale. Orientation is okay. Yeah, will also go with C.
Positions, prototypes, and proto indices. Okay, I think our answer is gonna be wrong for 40, but it's all right.
A reference
A
to
reference target in
cube
the inner cube of an encapsulated good.usd as its source frame.
rather than the word root.
The cube binds a. We did it's repeating question.
Yeah, but I don't know why the
The cube bind
material defined under the word.
The cube binds a material defined under cube world. Which treatments are correct? The binding still dissolves because an encapsulated acid carry their material regardless of the source frame chosen. Select three options. Okay, so one is A. A reference targets the inner cube of encapsulated good.usd as its source frame rather than the world root. The cube binds a material defined under world. Oh no, I don't think is the answer. USD emits a warning that relationship target refers to path outside scope of the reference or ignores the target B. The material is automatically repathed. No. The material binding breaks because the material in the world outside the scope of reference sources cube. Referencing world instead of cube would have brought the material along and kept the binding intact. Yes, BDNE. I'll go with BDNE. An exported asset fails when referenced into a short. An exported asset fails when referenced into a short. Material binding cannot resolve.
Inspecting the layer, the binding target points to prim outside the asset's default prim hierarchy. What is the root cause? An exposed layer asset fails when referenced into a short. The material binding cannot resolve. But fuck, this is the same question again. Inspecting the layer binding target points to a prim outside the asset's default prim hierarchy. What is the root cause?
Inspecting the layer, the binding target points to prim outside the asset's default prim. Oh, and yeah, it's the same question.
Yeah,
Unencapsulated.
the material under the asset prim, so the target resolves when reference. Yes, B. How do payload differs from references? Unloading and payload recomposes the prim, but all different payloads are weaker than references. Yes. Okay. Okay. We have, so B is gonna be correct. Wait. LEV. Yes. Live ups. Yes. Live up. So unloading recomposes the prim but leaves all the symptoms for the payload can be loaded, unloaded on demand, while reference can only
The
be.
C is also correct.
And payload completion arc can be applied to same frame and layer, but just like references. Payload are stronger than, so no. Wait, payload completion arcs can be applied. Unloading a payload.
Applied to the same prim in the list editable way, just like references. Yeah, D is also correct.
Wait, same frame in a less editable way, just like references. Are you sure? I think we did.
We do the prepend payload equal to at the rate, and then payload.usd
So
at the
then
rate,
should be
and the
incorrect.
same. What?
Then A should be incorrect.
Unloading a payload. Yeah, I was also thinking A was iffy.
Because it says, uh, but it leaves all the descendant prims of the payloaded prim loaded. Unloading a payload descendant prim. So if
I
you're
think
unloading
it's gonna
this,
be
how would it
BCD.
be correct then?
Hmm. What?
Nothing, 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 nothing. Yeah, carry on. An asset offers two parameter.
You wanna go with A?
No, 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 no. I was saying that that is incorrect. A was gonna be incorrect in the first place.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't read the rest of it.
Asset
Okay.
offers two parameterization methods on its entry point, variation, variant sets, and primvars. With respect to scene graph instancing, how do they differ? An asset offers two parameterization methods on its.
Both are compatible with instancing, but variant selection generation does not. A. Both are compatible with
Both are compatible, but primvar differences generate new.
it's gonna be A or D. I don't know if Primware generates a new prototype.
Both are no prem I won't. Both are incompatible.
No,
Wait.
it does not. Yeah, it's gonna be A.
Yeah. Okay,
I
45.
don't think Primware generates a new prototype. If it does, then it's gonna be something I learned today.
Mm-hmm.
And when we check the answer, what the fuck, bro? Why am I not able to switch the page? Okay. A developer is setting up rendering with Hydra in OpenUSD with statement about Hydra's architecture are correct. Hydra supports single renderer per build chosen when OpenUSD is compiled rather than swapped at runtime. The render index is the component that provides the raw scene description to Hydra by loading it from this. I don't know Hydra, bro.
You what? You don't know about Hydra?
No, like, did we have like a Hydra
A developer setting
thing
up the Hydra, yes, we had setting
in
up the Hydra in OpenUSD with statement about Hydra architecture are correct. Hydra supports a single render per build. Choose when OpenUSD compile a render index is the component provides raw scene description to Hydra by loading it. How many options are we going to select over here? Two, three, one,
3?
three, right? So B is gonna be one. Hydra
Let
comprises.
me check. Is no 2, sorry.
Yeah, so B is gonna be one. The Hydra comprises.
Render index is the component that provides raw scene description to Hydra by loading it from disk.
Hydra comprises a scene delegate, scene information, render index, change tracking, and render delegate final image. HGSOM is the real render delegate that ships the OpenUSD by USD. Hydra requires the scene data and rendering backend to compile together as one. I would go with B and C.
Oh, fuck. Brazil. Ta-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra. That's what they're playing in the club today.
Ah,
I don't know about Hydra, bro. I don't understand these options. What do you want to mark?
I will go with B and C. It is because, brother, you do not focus on visualization.
Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy.
Visualization, brother.
Sure, buddy.
I also
Sure,
do not
buddy.
recall
We're gonna see in the answers today
yes,
that you have chosen. That who visualizes what.
two sublayers, each author custom data on same prem. The stronger layer sets the key source and opinion. The weaker sets the that source and unique layer value, which produces composed
Two
results.
sublayers each author custom data on the same prim. Okay, the stronger layer sets key, source, and opinion, and the weaker layer says source and unique layer value. Which rule produces the composed result below? String opinion strong, string source layer 2, string unique layer value, layer 1 unique value. Per key resolution, shared key source take the stronger opinion while the key unique the weaker layer. Yeah, A. Oh, why am I using green? Whole value resolution, the strong.
Two layers, each author custom data in same prem. The
I
same
think A.
sets key source and opinion. The weaker set source and unique, which rule produces the composed results. Stronger layer sets key source and opinion, and the weaker layer sets source and unique layer value. For key shared key source take the strong operable keys, take unique to the weaker layer. Whole value resolution, the strongest layer and layers entire directory will
That
erase the keys from the weaker layers.
sign was animated overrides and two or USD.
Yes, edit merging value for shared are appended and producing one entry per contributing layer, weakest opinion wins per key, shared keys.
Animated
Yeah,
overrides.
it's gonna be it. Yeah, it's gonna be it.
A pipeline authors animated override into USD layer that is composed onto
Why
stage via value clips, but a reference authored inside that clip file is being ignored on stage. Why?
okay?
Why are you ignoring?
Then value times sample so that clip samples override reference B
Ta-da.
value clips contributors or reference clip must
Clip samples override the reference to
but is in group combination content. No, it's gonna be B.
value clips contribute attributes through the clip manifest. So a reference inside a clip must instead be declared in the manifest to take effect. A USD stage ignores the composition arc contained in a clip file, so clips can use fully contain. Mm. Is this correct? A USD stage ignores composition arc
I would go with
contained in a clip file.
what? No, no, it won't have any time and ignore it. Like that statement is incorrect. That's what I would say based on like opinion introduced through references are weaker than value clips, time sample and live So the clips sample override the reference arc.
But it's not saying that it's the local opinion.
A USD ignores composition arc contain clip files. So clips are usually contain only you can usually contain only direct local opinion as attribute.
Pipeline author is animated override in the USD that is composed on stage via value clips.
Like this is a contradictory statement. Like the D, we can go with D or B.
B would be the correct.
What?
No, no, D. I don't know. I don't know. I've not read that clip files are
But but
like.
but the thing over here is opinion introduced live ups. If we go with layering, so the yes, yeah, B would be correct. Yeah, B would be correct.
Oh, I might have to take ibuprofen today. While debugging a prim, you want the list of prim specs contributing to the prim's metadata, and separately the list of property specs contributing to one property's value. Which APIs return these two things? USD prim get prim stack returns both prim spec and property spec, since a property stack is a filtered view of prim stack. Since a property stack is a filtered view of prim stack, USD get property stack. USD property get property stack returns the prim specs.
On the list of prim specs contributing to prim's metadata and separately the list of property specs contributing to one property value, which API return these two things. The property spec contributing to one property value, which API return these two things. Which API returns while debugging a prim, you want the list of prims for contributing to metadata and separately the prim specs. Use prim stack
I
return
don't know, bro. I'm gonna take a fluke in this one because I don't remember this exactly.
get prim stack
It
return
can be a.
USD property, get property stack, USD property. Wait, first of all, USD property won't exist at any point. It's gonna be either A or D. Returns both prim spec and property specs since the property stack is filtered view of the prim. Get prim stack returns preference specs for the prim's metadata and USD property get property returns property specs for value and um, yeah, I'm also gonna go with A for some reason. D returns a prim spec for prim's metadata. B. USD property stack returns both prim over that one is C++ of USD property. USD property get property stack returns prim specs. So fuck. USD property get property stack returns prim spec. Both prim spec. Yeah, what the fuck? The prim stack returns prim spec for prim metadata. I will go with D. Fuck it.
What is the fundamental difference between including content via sublayer versus grafting it via references? Wow, this is a difficult question.
Or between sublayers versus grafting it via. Oh my god. Sublayers transfer paths while references include content verbatim. Sublayers include content with no path mapping. Reference graph content. Both include content as it authored. Path and differs in which layer stores. Sublayers differ loading of the content while references compose it immediately. Fuck.
All of the options look correct.
No, no, not all of them, I guess.
I mean, if you eliminate, I can. Okay, let's do elimination
Yes.
that you are trying to practice.
Yes, I always do.
Sublayers include content with no path remapping. References graph content with name and path translation.
That
Name and path. I
no,
think B is incorrect.
no, B is correct, I guess. I won't eliminate B.
Bro, no path remapping and references graph content with name. Oh, yeah, that's true.
That is somewhere that I don't know. Like, this is something that I have seen somewhere or something. That's why I don't think B is wrong.
Sublayer translate paths while references include content verbatim. Sublayer translate paths while references include content verbatim. No, it's definitely not A.
Yes, D.
Because,
The players
yeah, see, both include content as its authored paths and differ in which layer stores the arc. Which layer stores the arc?
both like composition arc. Sub-layers
But what?
coding.
What? We are not. Where do we store the composition arc?
We are referencing the composition arc or
Yeah, so we're not storing it, we're just referencing it, right? And in the sublayer also we are referencing it's somewhat referencing only.
reference compose it immediately. I think I will go with B as my answer.
Sublayer defers loading of their content while references compose it immediately. So D is incorrect for sure. Yeah, D is incorrect, A is incorrect. Both include content at its authored paths and differ in which layer stores the arc. I don't know what C means, but I don't know. A and D are incorrect. B looks correct. C, I don't know what it
I
means, so
would
I don't
go
know.
with
Can we
B.
see it?
I would go with B.
Yeah, I'll also go with B. Pipeline development. A pipeline must resolve version and dynamically generated asset paths so that reference point at the correct revision at runtime, which mechanism is intended for this.
Where are we? Oh.
A pipeline must resolve version and dynamically generated asset
AR
AI resolver.
resolver. A option
Fuck you.
elimination.
I told you, bro.
I would have done option elimination over here. SDF change block doesn't make sense. Valid identifier, fuck you. Straight
I
forward.
am for sure you would have
No,
done it SDF
I
change
would have
block.
done option elimination for sure. Asset
Yeah,
resolver.
but that would have led you to SDF
No,
change
bro,
block
never.
because
Asset
you
resolver
wouldn't
custom build.
even
Bro,
have
I'm
known what
saying, bro,
AR
I'm not that
resolver would
dumb.
have
I'm not
been.
that dumb.
Fuck
Always,
you.
always option
And
elimination.
integration must attach. Come on. Last 10 questions. Is this 60 or 70 questions?
I
Yeah,
think
60. Okay.
an
An
integration.
integration must attach group non-animated machine sensor reading temperature, humidity, pressure to one prim without authoring a schema, but USD has no native struct type. Which choices fit recommended approach? The downstream to define a multiple apply API schema and apply one instance per. Okay, an integration must attach group non-animated machine sensor reading. Without authoring schema, USD has no native struct type. I think one option is gonna be E.
Uh, yes, author custom attributes, sharing nested namespace such as access to refer to group. Oh, wait, D can also be an answer. Are we talking about attributes? Non-animate sensor readings. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay, okay. And
I think one is gonna be C, but I might be wrong. One
I
second,
will go with
multiple
D. I
apply.
will go with D. And author readings as one serialized string attribute that downstream tools.
Bro, it's saying grouped non-animated machine sensor readings.
So
How can you create attributes for something that is non-animated or composed on stage?
you can create. That's why we have those things, right? We have that Acme sensor temperature. It won't depend if they are animated or non-animated. They would still have custom attributes at that point. I don't think a non-animated makes sense, but I don't know. Like we will figure out if I am wrong or if you are correct. So that's why I will go with one D. To one prim without authoring a schema. But USD has no need to define a multiple, apply API schema, apply one instance per sensor reading DB is included. Author reading as one select string attribute the downstream.
Right. Given the root layer below sublayer 1 dot USDA itself,
D
sublayers.
D and E I would guess, or D C custom property.
Yeah, I've already marked your answer.
Yeah, D. So we have two options to select, right? So I'm just confused.
Yeah,
Yeah. So which one is mine? What is the second one that I'm trying?
I thought you said E.
Yeah, let's go with E. I don't know. Like I'm confused. So I will the
My second option is also E.
okay. Yeah, let's go with E. Anyway, then one incorrect is incorrect. Given the root layer below sublayer 1.usda, then sublayer 1. Wait.
It's wait, given the root layer below sublayer 1.usda itself, sublayer 1a.usda, then sublayer 1b.usda. In the resolved local strength order, how do opinions in the sublayer 1b USDA compares to those in sublayer 2 USDA? So, bro, I think this has hallucinated. This is like a wrong
Yeah,
question.
sublayer. Dude, this is a question that we have already solved. I think in resolved.
I know, but this has hallucinated because one place it's saying sublayer 2 and over here it's saying sublayer 1A and 1B. I don't know.
How do opinions sublayer compare to those?
Oh, no, 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 no. My bad,
This
my bad. One
is a
second.
fucking question. How do? So sublayer 2 is not stronger. Sublayer D, bro. Sublayer 1 B. Oh, one is gonna be stronger because sublayers are gathered depth first and belongs to the high.
One second, yes.
Yeah, brother, D. You're gonna go with A.
No, I was just removing the thing. Okay. Sublayer 1 USD itself, sublayer 1A, and then sublayer 1B. In resolved strength local, how do opinions of sublayer 1B compare to those of sublayer 2 in. Okay. One B is stronger because sublayers are gathered depth first and it belongs in the higher listed sublayer one. Oh, now I get it. Yeah, it's gonna be D because it's gonna be inside sublayer one. So it's gonna be inside sublayer one, and then it's gonna get composed before sublayer two. I'm guessing.
D, right?
Yeah, it's gonna go inside sublayer one first, and then it's gonna see sublayer one A and one B,
Hmm.
and then one B is gonna be stronger.
Dude, the question is hallucinated, but the answer do we know?
No, 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 it's not hallucinated, but it's a tricky question for sure.
But I just went. I would just take a look at how do opinions in sublayer one dot user compare to those in sublayer two. And
No, but it's comparing sublayer 1B, which is inside, bro. Listen, you're not
when the
getting
root
the
layer we know
question.
sublayer one dot user.
Look at this. This is connect, like, this is gonna be,
Okay. Itself sublayer one a dot USD, then sublayer one b dot USD.
this is gonna be sublayer.
In the resolved local strength order, how do opinion in sublayer one compared to sublayer two?
So this is gonna be, sublayer 1 will have sublayer 1A
Sublayer
and sublayer 1B, and it's asking how will sublayer 1B compare to sublayer 2 over here. That's what it is asking. This is S2.
But how? But the
Oh,
thing
sorry.
is, okay, it's a then it says then
1A.
it says then yes, it says then it says then. Oh yeah, then we know that. But wait, then how will sublayer one B will be correct? Then sublayer one B is not correct.
That's what I'm confused about. Is this sublayer 1B gonna be stronger than what the fuck is wrong with Apple, bro? Like, why the fuck can I not just draw? How do you disable this fucking thing?
I don't know. Okay, now but the question is how do opinions in sublayer one will compare to those? Okay, but D is correct. But D is correct because the question is asking for sublayer two.
Yeah, so my question is, when the composition happens, like, we go to sublayer 1 first, right?
Yes.
And then inside sublayer 1,
Mhm.
we have sublayer 1A and sublayer 1B.
Yes. But sublayer one
So
is.
before we go to sublayer 2,
Mhm.
we go to sublayer 1B. So I think sublayer 1B would be stronger than sublayer 2.
Mhm.
That's what I feel.
Sublayer one A will be stronger definitely. Because
1B
why
will
would
be
one B
stronger
be
than
stronger?
from the sublayer
Oh
2
yes. From sublayer two. Okay. Yes. You are correct. You are correct.
because it's coming before. But
Yes.
the only question in my mind is that the correct, like,
Based on
concept that we are,
based on my understanding, how they have taught us learn OpenUSD,
it
uh,
should be D.
should be that because even if you go inside a file, it's gonna still follow the same rules. The rules are not gonna change at any point.
So you're saying until everything from sublayer 1A and sublayer 1B is composed, you're not gonna go to sublayer 2.
Yes, because that's how the traversal works. Depth first search DFS.
That is true.
High resolution mesh is used only for final rendering when a lightweight in stand in wait what
1 second.
I had to stand in
Okay.
in the viewport with two purpose token values express this
A
render.
high resolution mesh is used for final rendering while lightweight stand-in appears in the viewport. Which two-purpose token value express this render versus viewport distinction? Render versus viewport
See,
default and guide.
I don't know. Wait,
A high resolution mesh is used for final rendering. While a lightweight stand-in appears in the viewport, lightweight stand-in appears in viewport. The two purpose tokens value express this render versus viewport distinct.
Rendering
Invisible render. Yeah. B. Yes,
proxy.
it's gonna be rendered in proxy.
What distinguishes a primware from an ordinary USD attribute? Share input, namespace that property that holds path to the primware name value paired, store dictionary that resolves element and author without
An
type.
attribute in the primware namespace that can be read by shaders in added down names and carry interpolation mode.
D.
Yes,
Yeah.
D. Aggregate layer needs to include the same skyscraper asset twice and defer loading a heavy city block. Which composition choices fit each need given how sublayers references and payloads behave? Payload the skyscraper twice and sublayer the city block since sublayer defer loading.
An aggregate layer needs to include same skyscraper asset twice and defer loading a heavy city block. Which composition choice fit each need and given how sublayer references and payload behave? An aggregate layer needs to include same skyscraper asset twice. Layer needs to include same twice and load
B. It's B.
referencing the sky twice, reference the sublayer twice, and would override it and payload the city block so it can be loaded over reference sky twice and reference. Wait, reference sky twice and reference the city block. Yeah.
Bro, just look at this
Yes,
and
yes.
payload the city block so it
I
can be
was
loaded on
like
demand.
both of them were almost. I thought I was just looking at the C. Like, does it say something else? But yeah, C is incorrect. So B is gonna be that.
56. A lighting artist is working in the USD Lux schema domain. Which statements about USD Lux lights are correct? Select three options. USD Lux lights are not exformable, so they are aimed using shaping parameters rather than transform ops. I don't think that's correct. We can use they are exformable, right? Lights are exformable.
Yes, I guess so. Wait, are they exformable? They are exformable. Can we translate a light on an axis? Yes, we can translate a light. Okay. USD Lux provides standard light types. Yes, B is correct. USD Lux API schema let you add light behavior to existing messages, meshes, and volume. I don't know that right now. D USD Lux light represents a directional light emitting from Z. Oh, bro, I think it's gonna be negative Z over there, bro. I'm saying I guess it's gonna be negative Z. In that question that we did, where we did positive Z, I think
Yeah,
it's gonna be negative Z.
but now we are gonna check with the answer only.
Yeah, D. It's going to be D, A, B, D, and USD Lux Light types are concrete subclass of GeoMesh.
USD Lux light types are
Yeah,
concrete
BCD.
subclass of
BCD is going to be BCD.
it does an emissive geometry by default.
Like, I don't know, they're a concrete subclass first of all. Like US Lux is a complete different library that we use.
Hmm.
So yeah, US BCD. I would go with BCD.
USD Lux distant light
The
represents a directional light emitting from USD Lux has API schema that let you add light behavior to existing prims such as meshes. Yes, he is correct. Is it D? Are you sure? It can also be wrong, bro. Minus Z can be wrong just to throw you off, and it would be A
yeah,
or E.
I don't know. Like we can, if you, I would go with BCD.
Because USD Lux lights are not exformable, so they are aimed using shaping parameters rather than transform ops. Why do I feel like I have read this somewhere? I don't know. Like I don't know for sure, but
So ABC or BCD.
it might
Oh,
be ABC.
oh yeah, I would go with A. Yeah, I misread it. I thought USD lights are exformable. Yeah, I would go with A. I would go with A. Fuck. But there's only one way
Hmm.
to figure out now. A pipeline developer composes.
assets authored in different units in one theme, so they display at correct scale which statement about OpenUSD reconcile unit metadata during composition are correct. Meters per unit is automatically converted during composition, so a cube authored in centimeters appeared as correct size and no meters is not automatically or assembler. Must apply corrective transform when reference geometry uses a linear scale. B kilogram per unit is automatically reconciled during the composition. Abaxis differences are automatically corrected by USD layers authored by different abaxis are automatically during composition. So reference, I think A and B. I will go with A and B. Da, 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 da.
Pipeline developer composes assets in.
During value resolution for an attribute that has default value authored a time sample and active value clips with source during the value resolution for an attribute that has a default value authored on authored time sample. So time
Go with
sample
A and
and
C.
active
Let's go with
value.
A and C. Do C for me.
Bro, wow.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think there it gets automatically converted to during composition. That's
Wow.
but no
Okay.
doubt. If I wrong, during the value resolution for attribute that has default value, author time sample and active value clips, which source wins. Schema fallback, default value, value clips, time samples.
Default value always will like it will okay value resolution for that has default value authored time samples and active value clips with source win. But it depends what at what time are we,
Based on the options we have to select now. That's
then
what.
it is gonna be default value or
During the
schema fallback.
value resolution, right? Value resolution is a schema. I think it should be schema fallback. Yeah, I would go with A. I would go with A. Schema fallback is can be a default thing because when we author an opinion or when we load something, we can define a default value over there as well. But schema fallback is given most priority. An asset is broad.
Most priority, no.
No, most priority means as a fallback value. Like if you do not have anything. Wait, let's read the question. During a attribute, author time sample and active value clips that has a default value, author time sample and active value clips. Which source win? Oh, wait. A will first of all A it doesn't make sense. A is not even there.
I know, but
But what are value clips and author time samples? C D B what the fuck?
stand your base. Stand your base.
Akkad akkad Bombay go. Boom boom. A B C D A B C D.
I'll go default value, bro. Fuck it.
Yeah.
An asset bought into set prop AY reference that sets color 100 or sublayer on of the root layer authors a direct opinion color 1010 on set prop A what color composes and what rule governs the more an asset bought onto set prop A. Set prop A references okay. Prop A's color is 100. Sublayer of the root layer authors it direct opinion 010 on set prop A.
What color composes and what rule governs?
010. What color composes? I think C. Because sublayer will take priority over reference.
Yeah. Wait. We were
Color 3F.
brother. Wait. Let's first verify
The layer stack references.
composes what rule governs the result. We have prepend references. Sublayer is gonna take the preference though. We have over here. You have color 3F. And last time, this is a question that we already faced somewhere because local opinion layer stack beats any reference opinion. Which color composition, what rule governs it? So root, sublayer, we are referencing this over here. And dude, this is wait.
Oh, wait. Prepend prop a asset. Prop a asset dot USDA. Where is prop a? They have not shown us prop a this time. Is
Prop
it
A
on
is
the
all
next
over
screen?
here, bro. Go back. Over here is a prop A. This is prop A. Over.
This.
Yes. No. Wait. Oh, over prop A. We are overriding.
Bro, prop a asset dot USDA. We just have local override and root dot USDA.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with C.
Yeah. C is the one because we do not have anything else. This is wait.
Yeah.
Set prop A via reference that set the color 10 sublayer root and also direct opinion 010 set prop A. What color
Bro,
comp?
it's C. I know it's C for sure.
Set. I'm just what's this one? Set prop A. That's
Stand your base.
100. This is going to set the color 100. Sub layer of the root layer authors a direct opinion. No, dude, wait. Fuck.
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's gonna be C.
Uh, 100 because reference is dependent, therefore the strongest reference is sub layer.
Just wasting time, bro.
Okay, yeah, let's go with C. Yeah, it's going to be C. I don't know. We'll figure out.
An author wants three identical spheres at sibling paths in one scene.
They try
They try
sublayering
sublaying the sphere layer three
all
times but only get one sphere.
the correct mechanism.
And why did sublayering fail? Try sublay reload sublayer 3 to three different improvements sublayering only overlays. I think D.
Yeah, D.
All right, it's
Time
time to
for
reveal
yes.
the results. Single page. Let me open. This is the one, right?
I don't know, bro. You should know.
Let's let's go to 60 and check. It's the same question. Yes, it's the same.
Time.
All right. Let's start with 22.
I told you, bro. It's gonna be two. See, it's 2:15.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Mm.
22. All right. 22 BCE. This is wrong. Damn.
BC. Wait, we had three options.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's correct, right? VC. Oh, no, it's not correct. BCE.
One option is incorrect. D is
Wait,
incorrect.
what is a broadcast refinement by authoring a new opinion on a shared, inherent, or a specialized target, and hierarchical refinement is incorrect by authoring an inherited prem-bar opinion on an ancestor prem. Okay, fuck.
What is a scene uses scene graph instancing for many identical prims that share one prototype. Fuck me. All right. One wrong already.
Yes, 23rd. It's
23rd.
B. Hmm.
Fuck you.
That's 1 point. Fuck. I don't know that.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Are
Hmm.
you gonna keep tally or what?
Yeah, let's keep tallying. I don't. I think two wrong.
No, you're gonna keep it in mind.
Yeah, I will keep it in my mind. Two wrong. That's it. I will just keep tally of the incorrect ones. This mesh has 6 points for the value. Collection would be one whole Jew.
All right. 24 is D. Yeah, this is right. The cube's geometry composes the material binding is dropped with a warning because the bound material lies outside. Yeah, this is pretty easy.
Yeah.
25 is B, correct. Tagging body with kind is equal to component because component is the leaf model that cannot appear beneath an yes.
C
26 is C is correct. 27 C is correct.
28.
28 oh it's wrong.
Z-
Oh it's gonna be minus negative C
That's why,
Z.
dude, I thought, okay, it would be minus z axis. If I
Yeah.
see this is how minus z axis. Okay, three.
So that one will also be wrong.
Yeah, three. Four, like
Three,
right.
three for you, two for me.
Eight, 28
Uh,
is D, right?
20, 28 would D, and then 29 is A N C. Oh shit. You did E. So both of us are wrong.
Yeah, but wait, what was D? A stage
D
can
and
include a source written
E.
as a reference translated to fly as it reads. And C, okay. Yeah, dude. That's why I want.
What? What? But we don't even know what format plugins are.
I think wait, look at it over here. It's gonna be data exchange and all that thing. But that
File.
okay, how many we have? How many now we
It's
have? Four. Four or five? Four.
four. You have four, I have three.
Yes. Four. Okay. Third.
Look at this. This is the one that they're talking about. Data exchange. What is data exchange? HTML.
We
What?
will look at it later, brother. Let's first
Bro, there is no later.
what there is no later, brother. There is always later right now. That's why
But we don't look at it later ever.
we don't mark. But I know it was we were bi-directional. See over here, go up, go up, go up, go up. Your file format
Yeah,
plus.
file format plugin. Okay, this is bidirectional supporting both reading from. Okay.
So this is that's why I did remember.
But it was wrong for you, anyways.
But yeah, but wait, where does it say stage can include a source format? That's what I'm looking for.
Stage can include a source format directly as reference. You open your this is here it is. OpenUSD stage can include a source file format directly as a reference payload or sublayer pay. Oh my god, reference payload or sublayer. The source file format is translated on the fly while it is read as a USD document layer in USD parlance. I don't even know what that fucking means. So DNE was the answer.
Hmm.
Damn. Yeah, on the fly. Fuck it. Okay. 30.
Let's
You said you said B, I said D.
what is
Fuck you.
it?
You said B, I said D.
It's gonna be six for me. Ooh.
And 3 for me.
Yes. 30 D. Yeah.
31 is answer A, correct. 32, you said B, I said 32 is C. Whoa, both of us are wrong. Damn.
7.
Yeah, 4 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is the question I hear? Fucking under USD per schema versioning, version 2 of the Spherelight schema is added. How is the word version encoded? That what version? 0 is named. Version 2 is the identifier. Spherelight 2 version 0 is plain 0. Bro, what? Oh, this is in the fucking thing.
Mm.
It's over there, bro. Like, it's not in the OpenUSD thing.
Yes. Okay.
Schema
So
versioning.
schema version.
Oh, here it is. Version representation in schemas. Schema version will be embedded in the schema identifier itself as suffix. Example, Spherelight 2 is the version 2 of the Spherelight schema. This matches the way we express versions in SDR, shared definition already. One major version will be supported for now. Version 0 of the schema will be presented without version suffix. For example, Spherelight is version 0 of Spherelight. Spherelight 0 will not be allowed as schema identifier. Wow. Bro, this should not be fucking a rule. Like, what the fuck?
Wait. Version 0 of a schema will be represented without a version suffix.
So this is not
Oh,
applicable, but this is applicable.
oh, okay.
So it should be Spherelight for 0.
Yes, for
And
version
then Spherelight 1 and Spherelight 2 for this.
version 2.
What the absolute fuck? Alright, both of us were wrong over here.
Yeah.
No worries. Okay, 33. You said B, I said C. 33 was again. I was right, bitch.
17. Rebuild.
You are on 8, brother.
Seven. Oh, it's no, bro. This was 7. Or this. Oh yeah, 8. 8.
Bro, I am keeping tally.
8.
I'm keeping tally on the
Okay,
notebook.
you're keeping tally, right? Okay, yeah, keep the tally.
Yeah.
Keep it in my mind.
Yeah. So what was the question over? Yes. Rebuild per mesh, face vertex count, face vertex indices. Set subdivision to none for polygonal OBJ. You
Okay.
know why I did that?
Why?
Because it says over here none.
Oh, wow.
Form token subdivision equal to none.
Nice.
All right, but I do want to see what the fuck is up over there. 33. Developing data exchange, extracting geometry, learning objective. What? Exercise extracting geometry. What is the fucking vertex points texture? Mm.
Fake certificates?
Bro, focus over here.
What is it? Just search for that thing, right?
Polygonal OBJ subdivision schema.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. It's create subdivision schema attribute. It's written over there.
Mhm.
Both ways are available.
Meshes are explicitly treated as polygonal meshes, not sub-D meshes, as OBJ doesn't support sub-D meshes. Both ways are available and valid. Calling set opens up the opportunity to set time samples if you need to. Also note that we are setting subdivision scheme to USD geom.tokens.none so that these meshes are explicitly treated as polygonal meshes. For to none for polygonal OBJ data, not sub-D meshes, as OBJ doesn't support sub-D meshes. I see.
Yes.
I still don't understand exactly what the concept of that is over here, but it's fine. We're gonna look at it later
You
anyway.
build the phase quadrants or divisions of schema or not?
34 C is correct.
Mm-hmm.
35 B is correct. Mute layer. 36 B and D.
B and D.
Okay.
D.
Yes, you're correct over here.
Okay. Eh,
Oh, wait. 36 is B and D. Okay.
wait, how then? Dude, this thing is contradictory to the one that you are correct in.
No, I was
Vertex
vertex
interpolation
interpolation
for one
assigns one
value
value
per
per
point
point.
of the
Yeah.
mesh. Right? Go up.
Wait. The question is different over here. Which two statements about primware interpolation modes in USD are correct? Vertex interpolation assigns one value per point of the mesh.
Right? Go up. Go up. Go
What
up.
go up? Where?
Like in the one that I was wrong, where I said in this one. So yeah, go up. Go up.
What was it? I don't remember what my answer was
Right,
there.
yeah, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I think it's gonna be this
No,
one.
it's
This
not.
this one. Yeah, this one.
It's not this one, bro. Interpolation.
Vertex interpolation. How many color values must? No, yeah, it's one value. So how?
It's a different question, bro. Colors, how many color per point?
But it's interpolation, right? Still or not?
But the question is different. Are you
What
fucking.
is this? What is this question saying?
Wait. Let me read the answer, bro. I think we'll understand. Wait. You're right over here, but okay. Per the Primva's lesson, the example builds the same two quad mesh with three interpolation modes, constant, one value for the whole G-prim, yes. Uniform, one value per face, yes. Okay, yes. And constant, and then what? So A should have been the answer. One value per point, yes. So A is correct, bro. I think it has hallucinated over here. B should not be the correct answer.
What is the explanation over there? Check.
Oh, wait. Uniform? One value per face. Okay. Per face. Constant interpolation assigns single value for the whole G-prime. One value per face. One value. Bro, I think this has, yeah, like this over here, it should have been select three options. Like three of them are correct.
Wait, let me just verify and learn OpenUSD once because I did read about the vertex. What is the thing? Beyond basics, primvares. Beyond basics,
Over here, I'm gonna put it on screen.
primvares and vertex.
I think it should be A, B, and D.
See, vertex one per point. Dude, it says over here as well in example one.
Yeah, so I'm not saying it's wrong. I am saying it is one per point. So that is what I selected. That was the option I selected, bro. That is correct.
Okay, what
So
is the
I'm not wrong
explanation?
over
What is the
here.
explanation over there? What is the explanation over there?
Bro, it has hallucinated. Telling you, it is not giving any explanation over here.
Oh,
I'm telling you, it should have been three options.
oh, okay.
Select three options. So, like, this one
Let
is
me just
not
verify
wrong for me
once.
as well.
Let me verify. Uniform. One per face, one value per face is correct, and constant one value for the whole G prim. That is also correct. Okay, yes.
And one value per point of the mesh.
Yeah, one value per point. One value per point is V1, and U is per phase, and constant is for the whole trim always. Okay. Composition is cached, value resolution is not. Oh, well,
Bro, look at vertex. Why are you find
oh
vertex?
yeah, dude, it's right up over there. Go up, like it's in the first last statement. Go up. Yeah, right.
Where
Yeah. Yeah.
three one value for vertex, one per point. Yes.
Yes.
So
Okay.
it should be A, B, and D.
Yeah, it should be ABA. Yeah, fuck it. All right. So vertex V1 point V1P. Okay. Question 37. There,
Okay, you said A and D,
I don't
and
know.
I said C and E,
Oh.
and the answer is A and E. Both are wrong.
Wait, okay.
Nine for you, five for me.
Should only be used for debugging, not for value resolution. Okay, that is correct. And E, USD prim get prim stack returns order list of prim spec across layers that contribute.
Yeah, I didn't know this question at all.
That's fine. USD prim stack returns order list of prim spec across. Okay, it returns prim specs across the layers that contribute opinion to a prim run. Should only debugging, not for value resolution. Okay,
Mm,
okay, okay.
damn, we had some viewers, but they
38,
left.
38.
38 is B.
B.
It's wrong.
Oh, 10. I have already failed the exam successfully.
I have six wrong.
The kind of metadata. What is the answer? D. G-prim tag component model was signals a model hierarchy that is too deep and kind is read during the composition of each member, so it stays shallow. The metadata.
Why did we select B?
The metadata affects runtime traversal, predicts that rather than components or the tag on mesh is harmless. I think we just went with that option. Wait,
Oh, wait, no, no, no. Okay. I read this. So the hierarchy should stay shallow. I thought that this is something wrong.
what?
I
Yeah,
mean, the whole
D.
statement is making.
Yeah, D is correct, dude. Like I don't know, we went with okay. I think we went with B for reason that the D did not make sense, and we were
What is the
focused
explanation? A
on.
G-prim tagged as a component is cited the site of deep model hierarchy. Kind is explicitly read during composition for every model hierarchy. So the structure should stay shallow to minimize that cost and keep proven traversal gains. The entry point diagnosis is wrong because referencing entry points are governed by default prim, not by where component is authored. The version diagnosis is backwards. Okay. Okay, I think, yeah, I don't know. It should have been D.
Yeah.
Okay, 39 you said D, I said C.
I told you I was
Fuck you, bitch.
CMC.
11 for you wrong.
Vertex interpolation from where on point instance, sir. Oh, 39. Yes, 40. 40 is
C.
C or D?
Yeah,
C,
C.
not orientation scales. 41 is
Prototype, product indices, positions, USD, okay. Oh, I was right. Yes. 41 is BDE.
mm,
That is correct. USD emits a warning that relationship target refers to a path outside the scope of reference and ignores the target. 42 is B. Yes, that is correct as well. Yes. 43 is BCD. That is correct as well. 44 is A. That is correct as well.
45.
45 is B and C. Yeah, this I didn't know. And your answer is also wrong.
The render index is the component that provides the raws in description. This is wrong. What is render index? That now I have to take a well look at that first. What? Okay, this is Hydra. We have a render index over here. Render index which keeps track of changes. Oh, it keeps track of changes. Shit. Okay, that's where I was wrong. It keeps
I
it.
didn't even know this. I
It's
don't know.
yeah. It keeps track of the changes. Fuck.
Hydra, OpenUSD.
It keeps track of the changes and manages the render delegate, which uses render
A
index.
developer is setting up rendering with Hydra in OpenUSD. Which statement about Hydra's architecture are correct? Wait, what was the answer?
C and D. HD Storm is real time render delegate that ships with open and is leveraged by USD view out of the box. Like it's done. No,
Oh,
no,
it's not B, right?
C and D. It's C and D. B is incorrect.
Okay.
B is render index which keep track of changes and manages scene.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 46. Answer is A. Answer is A. Correct. 47 is B. Answer is D. Damn.
Opinion introduces.
Pipeline authors animated overrides into USD layer that is composed onto the stage via value clips, but a reference authored inside that clip file is being ignored on the stage.
Dude, I don't remember this clips a lot for shit.
A USD stage ignore the composition. Bro, I was telling you. I was saying that it could be D. I was saying
Then why don't
because,
you? I don't.
bro,
I don't know. Like I don't remember. I don't recall clips that vividly.
it's not even in the fucking thing. I
Yeah,
think
I know,
it's
but it's in the exam.
it's in the
Yeah, yeah, it's in the
yeah.
glossary. I know it's in the exam. Oh, USD ignores composition are contained in a clip, so clips can usefully contain
It's over here.
opinion on the
See value clips.
they modify.
Value clips are a feature that allows one to partition vary attribute time samples override into multiple files. Okay, and combine them in a manner similar to how non-linear video editing tools allow one combining video clips. Value clips are essentially useful for solving two important problems in computer graphics production pipeline: crowd background, file per frame, big data. Key advantages: there is performance. More okay. USD stage ignores composition arcs contained in a clip file, so clips can usefully contain only direct local opinions on attributes they modify. Hmm. Okay. 47. Wrong. 48D. Okay, you are right over here. I was wrong in this one.
USD
I'll mark mine as wrong.
prim returns the prim specs for the prim's metadata, and USD property gets property returns property spec for the property value and both.
This was pure fluke on my end, so I knew it was not going to be correct, so it's fine. I need to understand this part. I don't know. Cause I don't need to know. I just wanna make sure you. Oh, 49 is B. Is B. 50 is A. It's A. AR resolver. Okay, 51 you said C and D. You're right again.
Oh my god.
I used E. I did E. Damn, we are almost gonna be equal. You just have three more wrong than me right now.
My god. Use custom properties because they are easy to author anytime and need no plugin. Wait, what is
Hmm.
the answer? C. Use custom properties because they are easy to author at any time and need no plugin based stuff.
Oh wait, you said D
Yeah,
and E, and
yeah.
I said C and D.
No, you said C
So
and E, bitch.
I said C and E, but you said D and
Yeah,
E.
I
So
did not
you're
say
also
that.
wrong.
Yeah, I'm wrong. I was gonna say that I did not say C.
Yeah.
Show the reason.
Okay, you're also wrong. So what is the an integration must attach group non-animated machine sensor? Yeah.
Use custom properties because they're easy to author at
And
any
I said C and
E.
E. Okay. And D was author custom attributes using shared nested namespace prefix such as.
Dude, this was something I did remember over there, like Acme sensor temperature. So that's why I knew D was definitely correct. Like this is a typical. Typical Learn OpenUSD wordings. Acme sensor temperature.
What is so typical about that?
Because they have used the same example in our Learn OpenUSD as well, like Acme sensor temperature to group related fields for custom attributes. Like, and I did explain it to at that point as well, but I do not remember. Like, I don't. I was confused with C or E, so I just went with E. That is incorrect.
Okay, okay. 52 is D. Yes, we were right
Yes,
over here.
but this could have been more confusing, but that thing did not. Yeah, if
Yeah.
it would have been more confusing, we would have lost it.
53 is B, correct. 54 is D, correct. 55 is B, correct. 56 is A, B, C. It's B, C, D. Yes, we already knew this was gonna be wrong.
Yeah.
It's minus Z axis. Bro, but where did it say it was gonna be minus Z? Let's see over here. Minus Z?
Go down. It's gonna be in the note. It's gonna be in the note. Go down. Go more down. Go more down. I know where it is. Go
No,
down.
I think I remember where I saw it. It
No,
was
it's in a note. It's in a note. Go down. Go
sunlight will not show up.
down. Go down. Go down. Light will not. Yeah, it's in a note, and it's any note. Let me also take a look.
It's not here.
It's not here. Composition basics. Lights. It should be. Or maybe Z. Oh yeah, dude, it's written over here. Example one. One of the schema. Light emitted from distance along the minus Z axis.
Where?
Example one. Look at example one.
Yeah, where in example one? Where? Oh, minus the axis. Okay. Bro, now I'm not gonna forget this shit.
But is that the default? Which statement? Wait. Well, let's look at the statement again.
One of the schemas in USD Lux is distance light is emitted from a distant source along the minus Z axis. This is commonly known as directional line.
Axis.
Okay. Yeah, it is minus Z.
Hmm.
Damn. Alright, you said A, B, you said C, and I said A and B.
What is it?
Answer of 57 is A and B. Fuck
On
you.
a wrong streak today. Yes.
Yes, sir. That's why I was telling you, bro.
No worries, bro. That's why we have this quizzes.
Yeah.
I can get any.
58 is B. Oh, 58 we are wrong. It
What
is
was that?
C.
58 is? See? Value
C. Oh, yeah, now it makes sense. Value clips. Yeah.
yes.
Now it makes sense. Okay, 59 is also C. Correct. I was telling you.
Yeah.
And 60 is reference is D. Right. All
Yes.
right. So one, two, three, four, five, six,
Example.
seven, eight, nine. I got 31 out of 40. Or 31 out of 39 actually. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you got 26 out of 39.
6 out of 31. Fail. It's
What
66.
is 31 out of 39?
31 out of 39 is 79. Dude,
1%.
you win by a mile or you win by an inch. Winning is winning. Vice versa. Failing is
But the criteria is 70 to 80%, I think.
now it's 80%, brother. It's 80%.
I think I saw it was 70 to
What
80%.
is the passing criteria for the exam? It's 80%, I
60
guess.
to.
I think it's in the study guide, maybe.
I think it was in
No,
FAQs
no,
or
yeah, it's
something.
70%. Yeah, dude, you nailed it. You got your certification. Wow.
Damn, son. But no. It was, I need to be more on point. Like value clips, we didn't know, and then this fucking z-axis thing fucked us up
Oh
because
wait, it's saying yeah, it's between 70 to 80%. Like it's not sure. Yeah,
the exam is also different, bro. Like it's gonna be number of questions also different, 60 to 70. It's not.
yeah, and it depends upon multiple choice. How many multiple choice you get?
And look at this, brother. They are gonna ask C++ and Python programming. Fucker. They are not. Look at this. Fuck you.
No, dude, it's prerequisite first of all. They are not saying they are gonna ask. It's a prerequisite.
But
And you should
they, that
know.
automatically means that there are gonna be questions related to that.
You should know what is the syntax. That's it. You should not know each and everything. Like you should not go in too depth. They want you to basically understand what is the basic syntax. You should know like, hey, I don't know anything. That's and when you started learning this, when you started doing this, the prerequisite ones they are already, brother. The official program. What is the official guide say for
Hmm.
passing?
I think we can stop the stream now. It's 2:44. Damn.
Yes, brother. I know. It takes.
End stream. Adios, motherfuckers.
Uh,
31 out of 39.
my robot is fucking
Peace.
on.
43 views today. Oh, wait,
What is the